What's going on, you guys? Yeah, everyone grab their pink comforter.
I got the worst haircut ever. This is my haircut. Look at that.
Oh, and then you said Pat Dixon does have a past.
He's Ray DeVito. His chin is kinda neato. He's Ray DeVito. He is a Guido. He's not a pedo. His name is Ray DeVito. Problems with his pedo. He's kind of retardito. Is Ray DeVito. His chin is pretty neato. That Ray DeVito. Your information he'll repeat-o. That stinky Guido. That's Ray DeVito. Rock Bottom podcast starts now.
What's up? What's going on, you punks? Where did you go?
I disappeared for a second.
You all right? What's going on? Elise Edwards, everybody, back.
Thanks
The
for having me.
lovely.
Thanks for having me, Ray. Good to be back.
My buddy, old school. What we've been friends. Good 10 years or so.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Well, we've at least known each other for 10 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of those 10 years we've been friends.
We've been. Why? We were enemies at one point?
No. It takes
All
a little
right.
while to get to know somebody, right? You know.
Got to get to know someone. How's you still have the same roommate that the one dude?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What's his name again? Yeah, Brett.
Seaver. You can find him at Seaver Fever. He's
What did I call him?
I have no idea. What did you call him?
I don't know. He's a nice guy. He's the little gay guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No, he's great. He's
You love hanging out with
absolute
gay
man.
dudes. I like hanging out with gay dudes. They're pretty cool.
I like everyone as long as you're not a fucking shithead. But he's actually a fantastic human being. He's funny. He's great.
And how you been doing, man? With I told you I had a psychic reading, and it turns out I'm creeped out by sex.
Yeah, I saw that. To me, I felt like astrologically that like computes with me being like, oh, well, you're a Virgo Venus, which I am too. Okay, so
What's a Virgo Venus?
that means
A
like
Virgo. That sounds like a virgin, like a wannabe virgin.
No, it actually is the virgin, but it's like a vessel virgin. But anyway,
A vessel.
It's
Yeah.
like, anyway, we're picky, okay. And by the way, if it's not meant for you, you don't want it.
Exactly.
Like the casual sex, we're like, no thanks. And by the way, the Vestal Virgin isn't a virgin. She she has ritual sex.
Why are you calling me a she?
Sex? Because I'm talking about like she, like the archetype,
Okay.
you know?
Okay.
So in any case, I thought that was great. I thought Katie's whole thing. I almost, not that the rest of the podcast wasn't absolutely stimulating, but I was like, yo, where the fuck is this reading happening? Oh no.
What do you mean? Where's this reading happening?
In the whole grand scheme of the podcast, you know what I'm saying? So
Oh no, they do psychic readings. There's a few of them. They do a comedy show. I'm gonna do the live comedy show. Her and Chase, and they're both cool. And I'm gonna have Chase coming up on the podcast too. So we'll get more psychic reading. And then what's with you with these cards, the astrology cards? What do they tell me if I do these astrologies with you?
astrology cards.
What do you do? What do you do? Psychic? You do psychic readings too, or what's the hippie stuff you're into? I know you're a hippie.
I do astrology.
Astrology. All right.
I do. I mean, like everyone has their own like psychic sensibility, but I try to. I feel like the astrology keeps me on the straight and narrow, and
astrology keeps you on the streets.
We've already done.
Yeah, but it keeps you on the streets. It barely keeps a roof over your head, these astrology things. I don't know. I think it's all crazy. All this horoscopes and astrology. The sun shines this way today, so I'm sad, or it goes this way tomorrow, so I feel energetic. Do you get what I'm saying?
No, I get what you're saying. That's why I don't even like post content to the main, platforms and stuff, because I'm like, you know what? There's a ton of other people that are better just at social media doing it. So
Well, Elise, all right. I love you, Elise. But last time we a while ago we talked. It wasn't like on a podcast. It was like a real life talk.
Mhm.
We're not going to talk about what we were talking about, but it was a real life situation. And then you immediately went to, well, this astrology, and I'm like, I love you, but I'm like, that has nothing to. You were like trying to make you. In my head, I'm like, Elise, I love you, but come on. It has nothing to do with the way Saturn's orbiting around Jupiter right now. It's not the reason why shit's going this way or that way.
And yet, you told me right before we started that it is more or less resolved. Okay.
That's everything's cool. Everything's fine.
Exactly. When guess what? The transit I was talking to you about.
The transit. That sounds like the transit. That sounds like
Mars retrograde, which literally ends its retrograde on the 23rd. We're so close, and guess what? It took you guys this long to resolve that shit.
No, it's been resolved for a while. It was resolved, like, it did take a month after I talked to you, and everything's cool, but it really did take a month for something to be resolved. But that was. But I don't think it had something to do with other stuff. If that makes sense.
You have a whole Venus retrograde to screw it up. So,
Venus retrograde.
Yeah, and it's starting on March 1st, so you're welcome. You heard it here, friends.
Flimsy Greenberg, who's a good Elise, you look like a it's a compliment. He's actually a nice guy. Yeah, he's a nice guy. He's a punk.
Flimsy Greenberg.
Yeah, she's got an attitude. Ray steals milk and bottle. Elise has a beautiful set. Right. She has a beautiful set of eyes. Yes, she's Ray is Ray sexual. Thank you, Ray
sexual. That is what I'm talking about. That you got to put that on a shirt.
Ray sexual.
Yeah, Ray.
But
sexual.
You're saying you have the same vibe I have, so
not the same vibe. Let's be real here.
What are you talking about? You just said we're the same.
Venus. We have the same Venus sign. I don't have Ray sexual. I wish I had my own level of sexuality that I had coined to the world.
You're Elise sexual?
I'm Elise sexual. Yeah. I'm at least sexual.
At least sexual. At least sexual.
I'm at least sexual. You just yeah.
I want to be at least sexual.
Ray sexual is one of the greatest things I've ever heard, though. That's amazing.
Yeah, fuck yeah, I'm Ray sexual. Ray says, Elise, fuck, marry, kill. Ray, Brennan, Zumak, beyond. I don't think you know Brennan or Zumak, so
I do know. I know of Zumak. I've at least met Brennan and been on his podcast, and I met him at your when you filmed your special.
My special, yeah.
And whoa, okay. Should I actually do this? I don't know.
You could do it. You could kill me. I don't care.
Actually, I would. No, I don't know. I would definitely kill Zumak. That's a no brainer. Zumak's done. Zumak, that was an easy one. Now in between Brennan and
you're taking it way too serious. It's only $2. It's not that big of a deal.
You'll have to pay more to find out which one I'm gonna marry and or fuck. Okay.
Yeah.
But Zumak's done, no question.
Yeah. New Jersey Ranger, who's a good egg. Ray, you ever open a pack of astrology cards, Elise? Have you opened astrology cards?
I don't know of astrology cards. I guess
I open baseball cards. That's why he's asking.
I got you. I don't. No.
Elise is an astrologer. Get it, ass. Hey, yo.
Age of Coral, aptly named. Dick. No, okay. Continue.
No. Yeah, it's a Ray's penis is in retrograde. There we go. Hey, we got all kinds of jokes. We do have another. It was going to be just you and me. I sent this guy the link just because you did a podcast with him before. You guys hit it off great. You actually like this guy. Oh, do you remember?
Actually.
Yeah. Remember?
Yo.
Lorenzo Areola.
Lorenzo.
Yeah.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Lorenzo Areola, everybody.
Space is king, or so I say. Subway to Venus.
What do you think of Lorenzo Areola? What do you think of his moons and Venus risings and all that? What do you got? What do you pick up on?
I don't
Lorenzo?
know them unless I see them.
He's right here. I see him.
I know, but I've never.
How do you know my cards? You know my cards.
Because I talk to everyone about their astrology, and I made sure I know your sun and moon and Venus.
She's seen my moon. Jesus.
I've never seen your moon.
You
As
never
much as you've tried to show me, Ray, I've never seen your moon.
You gotta buy
Keep
me
it,
Wendy's before you can see my moon. I need a bacon cheeseburger.
Wendy's? That's
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
He's into
Nice economical date. I appreciate that.
everyone that's here. If you haven't been here in a while, Elise Edwards, a comedian, also an astrologist, also DJ, the disco DJ.
Formerly an actor. I mean, I guess I like still act. I honestly, to full disclosure, I only paid my SAG dues this year to get screeners, which I hear we have some movie reviews to hear about. I hear that you finally watched Cry Baby.
I watched Cry Baby. Have you seen it?
Of course I've seen Cry Baby. I mean, we're talking about like the old one.
Yeah, with Johnny Depp. Yeah.
I mean, of course.
I get my review of I mean, we can give it later. I don't have to do it now, but I watched Warriors. I get my review of Warriors, and you know what? I've come around on it a little bit. Age of Quarrel, he kind of helped me out a little bit. He kind of told me it was set in a dystorphia reality. It's or maybe that was Dick Fitzwell that told, or somebody was like talking to me offline about it, and I changed. It's put in a different reality. So I kind of come around on it. The movie The Warriors. Yeah, I did a review of The Warriors.
70s?
Yeah, from 79.
Great soundtrack. And also
I only know the Joe Walsh song.
Was
In the City.
Ooh, yeah, I love that song. I also no, that soundtrack is fantastic. I remember when I moved to New York. Well, I hadn't moved to New York full time, but I had like an internship when I was in college, and I brought my PS2 so that I could finish the Warriors video game. And I was living off the F train, like equal distance from where my job was to Coney Island. And so like every morning, like I'd kind of have the Warriors theme song in my head. I'd be very excited to go home and play it. I know it was very.
What is the Warriors theme song? I just remember like, again, I kind of came in already not liking it just because of
how can you not like it? You're such a square, Ray.
I'm a square. Square. No, have you seen the movie Lorenzo?
The Warriors?
Yeah.
I fell asleep. It's too long. It's too long.
Dude,
what?
I don't know. Lorenzo, everybody loves Lorenzo, but Lorenzo doesn't leave his house he's scared of the outside.
Mm-hmm.
He's why? Have you gone outside lately?
I went walking to the park a couple blocks away with my niece, and it was
hell yeah.
It was scary.
It wasn't scary.
There were dogs. There were dogs everywhere.
Oh, he did get bit by a dog. I don't know if you heard that story at least. Remember he got bit by a dog last time he was on?
Yeah.
No, I do not remember.
He's been on my show a bunch, and he's like, I'm scared to go outside. I'm scared to go outside. And then the one day he goes outside and a dog attacks him.
Yep, got deep
you can
in
smell
there.
the fear on you. That's why.
Yeah, a dog attacked him and bit him, and it drew blood. It he had he legit had a scar. Now you weren't seriously hurt, but still, just a dog attacking you is insane.
Yeah, and I didn't instigate it at all, or I didn't tell it shit. It just attacked me. Unprovoked.
He's a peaceful man. He looks like Jerry Garcia, doesn't he?
You do, actually.
Is that a compliment? I know you always tell me that. Is that like
Jerry Garcia is like the coolest dude ever. He's the lead singer of the Grateful Dead. Okay. Trucking, da 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 da, keep trucking.
I mean, he's been dead since the 90s, but
I'm jealous.
I hear he's cool.
Wow, come on, stop with this stuff, Lorenzo. He was a Leo. There you go. Right back to astrology. Right. But just looking at Lorenzo, what do you think he is? When do you think he was born? What do you think his signs are? Where's his moons? Just by getting his vibe. He doesn't like to go outside, so he hasn't seen a moon in a while.
I don't know. When I first just looked at you for a second, you definitely, I'm going to say that you have Pisces somewhere in your top 3.
How dare you? No, I don't know. I'm an Aquarius.
You're an Aquarius? Oh.
Yeah.
What does that tell you? Interesting. It's always interesting. Just interesting. You know
my hard and fast rule. I do not want this to make that this is not an astrology podcast, bro. You know that. And also my hard and fast rule about astrology is if you don't know your moon sign and your sun sign, then just forget about astrology. Just take a Myers-Briggs test. Do something else, there's
no, I love you, but when I was telling you when I was going through something, you immediately went to astrology. I'm like,
I can't help that. It's just a way of I mean, I had to if you really, I mean, I don't know. how violating did you find that reading? Also, that's also what I'm interested in.
Oh, the reading about the psychic thing?
Yeah.
Well, I was a little weirded out for the fact that, like, I didn't know at first, like, she was like, oh, you find sex creepy. It's like, I don't find sex creepy. I think I'm more picky. I don't find it creepy. I'm not like, ooh.
It's kind of gross if you think about sex, though. Like you're inserting.
No, I want to do it.
You're inserting like your juices and
juices. What
into another person?
By the way, you're a Scorpio, and Scorpio rules the reproductive organs as well as sex. But like,
there you go.
Sex for transformation, like it's like it's intimate sex, but it's also a bit of a power game. Like I don't know if you've ever heard that that like everything in the world is about sex except for sex. Sex is about power. Scorpio is like the sign that's like.
See, I don't like when you phrase it like that, like a power. I don't want to be like, if I have sex with someone, it's not like it's not like I'm showing my dominance over it. Like, it's like, no.
But you also don't want to give your power away. You're like, no thanks. What I really got from it was like, she's like, you're picky and you don't really like like physical intimacy is like scary for you. And if it's not like a definite, or if it's like with someone who's
exactly, I will say that.
Then you're like, no thanks. The risk is not, worth the squeeze. You know what I'm saying? And also you had to drive 13 hours to have someone break up with you that, you hadn't even.
Oh yeah. You heard that story.
I
did.
So
that fucking sucked. It was like, Jesus, we could have done this on the phone. I could be in Omaha right now. I don't have to be here. I didn't have to drive all this way to get dumped. It sucked.
I mean, that really sucks. I mean, as much as like, I feel like people should be broken up with or done whatever in person, sometimes you just got to be like, let's not waste our time. Okay, yeah. It's over. No mas.
Yeah, that was pretty. That really pissed me off because I was like, ugh, it's such a fucking disgusting. It's like, this is so dumb. I was like, why am I here? And then immediately I'm like, all right, I got a fucking 6-hour drive out of here tomorrow. This is dumb. I did not have to drive all the way to find out I'm getting dumped. Nice lady. But I don't know. I don't know why she felt like, all right, you don't want to, why? Like, all right, I still have to, all my shit's at your house, so I'm still sleeping at your place. I slept on the couch. I'm like, I'm not sleeping in her bed. She's like, you could still sleep in the bed. I'm like, I'm just sleeping on the couch. I'm like, I didn't give a shit. All my shit's there. I'm not going to get a hotel room. It was Halloween night. I'm not like, I just drove all this way. I still slept on her couch. I'm like, I'm not. She told me, she's like, you could sleep in the bed with me. I'm like, I don't even like sleeping in the bed with you when we're having sex. I like my own fucking space after. Right, so I'm like, I'll just sleep on the couch.
The least you could do is prank phone call her on your podcast. Okay?
No, I won't do that.
Ray, what's worse, getting hit by that like semi truck or getting broken up with this 13 hours?
No, the semi truck I don't remember at all. I mean, that sucked because it costs way more money. That costs a lot more money getting hit by a semi truck. So yeah, that was financially that was the bigger hurt, if that makes sense.
No, it does.
Ray steals milk and bobblehead. Stop ignoring my question because it's $2. You elitist. She's talking to you, Elise the elitist. She answered your question.
I'm going to say, let's fuck Ray. He's in better shape, and let's marry Brennan because he's got more cash.
He's got more cash. There you go. All right. Take that. I'm in better shape than somebody.
I'm a pragmatist. Don't
Dominic.
Fool you.
Ari Jane says Ray likes ladies' farts. Thoughts? That's not true. I don't like farts in general. I'm not a fan of farts.
I wonder.
I'm not. No one is. No one's a fan of farts. Who's a fan of farts?
You're not a fan of your own farts? Like you don't ever like do your own fart and you're like, oh yeah, that was.
No, here's the deal. No, Lorenzo. Here's the deal. If I fart, I know there's something brewing in there. It's like, let me just get it out. Let me just go to the toilet and get it out. I want it out. I don't like I don't like it in me. I want it out. Get it out.
Your farts are immediate sign of like something's coming.
There's a toilet.
Fart phobic and sex phobic, Ray. Like, what are you doing here?
I don't, dude. If you, all right, Elise, when you fart, Don't you know that means something's getting ready, something's brewing to come out? You know that, right?
Or that you ate something that's like, you're just like expelling a lot of gas. Yeah.
So let's get it out.
By the way, did you know that if you rinse canned beans before you cook them, you can like take a lot more of their fartiness, their flatulence inducing qualities away? Life hack. I don't know.
No,
I don't know. The face that you made just looked like that was
I love
the
beans.
life hack that you needed.
No, but I love beans. I like kidney beans and I like black beans.
Pork and beans.
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of beans, but like once I get like, I guess I don't really sit around to get the farts to celebrate the farts. Like once I start farting, I'm like,
Party's over.
Party's over. Let me not party's over, but I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'm gonna need some time in there. I'm gonna be in there 10 minutes. I'm gonna get it all out and let's do it.
Would you say the black beans give you like the most trouble?
No, I'm fine with beans. I'm fine. I think you're talking to Elise with this question.
I'm just,
No, I'm just saying, I just like found that out just because I looked up if I could still cook these canned beans that had been expired.
I don't think beans expire. Things that are in cans don't really expire, do they?
Know,
like
they're not supposed to, but they were like one of the things that you can also do in case you're scared or
they have a Best By date.
You want to, yeah, they're just Best By dates, but also, if it was in a can with BPA lining and all that kind of stuff, you can in fact rinse the beans. And also you might find that it also gives people that have a problem with beans a lot less trouble with beans. It's just inherent.
Yeah, I don't think I really have a problem with beans. I don't, because
you have a problem with sex, but you don't have a problem with beans.
I don't have a problem with sex.
Farts, but you don't. I'm sorry. I know the list of things that are just on your no can do list is like astronomical.
I don't have I don't have a problem with sex. I'm down to have sex. I just got to like the lady.
Right.
It's got to line up in my calendar.
What if the woman wanted to bring beans into the bedroom? Like,
I don't eat. Nah, I don't like eating and sex. I don't like sex on a. Yeah. When's the last time you had sex, Lorenzo? Let's get out since I'm getting thrilled.
Let's say the lady wanted to feed you beans until your stomach got really big, and then she wanted you to like fart. No,
I'm good.
Thing.
No,
in Dennis the Menace. Do you remember that happened in the first Dennis the Menace movie?
No, I didn't see that.
I actually did do a movie like that, though. You can find it on my OnlyFans.
Did you?
I'm just kidding. I don't have an OnlyFans, but I really did do a movie that was about being fed beans and farting as part of a sexual something. You didn't see the sex, the bean consumption, or the farting, but it was all based on the real story, the real communications between James Joyce and his wife.
I would say, what's the name of the movie? English Finglish? That's an inside joke for
English Finglish.
That was a Bollywood movie that I was in, or maybe wasn't in, according to people that have since watched the movie.
What? You were in a Bollywood film? Ray.
To some people, other people like, no, I was in it for just a second. My line was cut. My scene was cut. I never saw the movie, but people have let me know that it was cut out of the movie plenty of times on the podcast, that my lines were cut out.
Did you get paid though?
Yeah, I got paid.
Yeah. Bada bing, bada boom.
But here's the deal. I don't get residuals. So that's why Bollywood, like it doesn't go through SAG. You just a one-time check and that's it. It's not like residuals. That's the only reason why I talk about that thing. It's like Bollywood is everything is like a guerrilla shoot. They just like we're on house and they just like started filming in Starbucks until they got kicked out.
I love that. I love that for Bollywood.
Really, just like I think it's fine too, but it was like, yeah, they no permits. It just starts shooting, and then like, okay, you guys can't really film in here, and then they kick them out, and then it's like, all right, well, that was that scene. Did we get it all? Cut. So I just thought it was funny. They call them guerrilla shoots in the business, I believe. gorilla.
Gorilla shooting.
shoot.
Anyway, guys, I just want everyone to know that I'm only doing this for the free hot sauce. I was
Yes, you're getting free hot sauce. Yeah.
I've run out of my Ray's.
Oh, you're getting.
What's the name of your hot sauce again?
Pain in the Brain with Fred Harper. By the way, fuck, I should have told you. He had a birthday party. He would have loved for you to come.
Well, what the F?
Yeah,
Ray?
that was last month.
You're the one that's supposed to keep me in the loop of these things. So
you like them, Molly and Fred.
I love Fred and I love Molly. Oh my gosh, so rad. Still
Every time I invite you to hang out with me and Fred, you're always like, "Oh, I'll hang out with them when I'm back. I'll be there in March. I'll be at Williamsburg Comedy Club a few times, and he lives over there. I usually
putting
hang
them
out
on the calendar. I'm putting it officially on the calendar.
For those that Dead Red Fred, he does Toxic Avenger. Here, real quick, I'll take myself off screen. I'll show you.
And all right. Audio and everything too. So not a problem. Hey Lorenzo, how's it going?
Hey, not too bad. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. Do you know your moon sign? I
have no idea.
I'd be so pumped. Okay.
What are the alternatives to moon signs?
It's just knowing where the moon was at the time of your birth. But how long ago was this dog injury? And was the dog
What was the dog's when was the dog? When was the dog born?
Some beans is what
was the dog a Pisces?
Did you have beans in your pocket? Was he really just trying to get to the beans in your pocket?
No, he just like unprovokedly attacked me, and I was like, "What the hell?" I didn't do anything to it, and I was trying to get a lawsuit out of it because I was hoping the dog belonged to someone, and I can get like a payday for a few months.
No, dude, I'd be like, I don't know that dog. If I was the owner, I'd be like, I don't know who that dog is.
Everyone in the neighborhood was like, nah, that dog's just around. I was like, oh my God, no one's gonna take
See, that's the same way. Okay,
Nice.
oh wow.
That's Fred's magazine, Toxic Avenger, Fred Harper, everybody.
Dude,
he also did the artwork for my hot sauce Pain in the Brain. Fucking way more talented than me. But we were at a Williamsburg Comedy Club. And he's there just hanging out while I'm doing a set, and people sitting at the bar. They were in town for Comic-Con because Comic-Con was going on, and he was at Comic-Con, and they knew who Fred was. They were excited to see Fred. Like they knew Toxic Avenger. They didn't know Fred specifically, but like, oh, we like Toxic Avenger, and like they nerded out with Fred talking about Toxic Avenger. So great man, Fred. Way more talented than me. I'm a dummy. And Molly's very talented. Molly Crabapple. Follow her on Instagram.
I was just like that. That 4th of July situation. I know that it was the intention was to prove to
that I could cook steaks, and then you went upstairs for 3 hours.
I didn't go up there. I was up there for like 3 seconds. It doesn't just because you got ripped on edibles. Okay, first off, that you don't have a sense of time anyway. Okay, I've seen you run plenty of lights. And you had on stage, not in a car and not in a vehicle. Okay, you're not blind. You're just And no, I was upstairs for like maybe 12 minutes. Okay. Maybe 20 at the max. It is like
dude, by the way, you know who won out for that? Gout ate like 3 of those steaks because you got
it was Goose. Now you're gonna throw it on Goose. All I know is I came downstairs, there was 0 steaks. You know what I'm saying? Like there was 0 effing steaks. And I had just made chimichurri for the flank steak. Also, you bought like the most like po man's like
that was all the steaks that were at the grocery store. Were those like those are the only things that said steak?
Whatever.
Were those little flimsy things?
It was literally worth it just to meet Molly and Fred, honestly. And I got like a shred of steak out of it, so that was cool.
Age of Quarrel. None of us are nice guys, Ray. We wouldn't be here if we were. We actively follow a serial. I think they're calling me a serial killer because there's a serial killer on I-80 and I travel on I-80. Therefore, it must be me. It clearly must be me.
Makes sense.
It's no other way around it. It's clearly, It's
You're always asking for alibis from other people. So.
It's open and shut case. Gustav, who's a good at Ray. Why did you stop Katie Blunt from going on KB show? I offered a guarantee up to 1,000 if she did KB show. What's up, Elise? I'm not preventing anyone from doing any shows, Gustav.
Oh my God.
I'm not the fucking gatekeeper of preventing. People want to do shows. They do shows. I'm not the fucking gatekeeper at all. Like,
Are you the gatekeeper?
no.
He's a little bit more on the gatekeeper side of things.
Yeah, I'm a little the gatekeeper. Yes, that I
But
am.
you're
what
not
I
the
said.
gatekeeper.
Yeah.
You're like the anti-gatekeeper.
Yeah. No, I let her know the show. I'm like, check it out. If you're into it, go on the show. If you're not, if it's not your thing, don't worry about it. So
Just make sure
that's
you
it.
know
I'm not in a.
Brandon's a sociopath, and that if she were to do a psychic reading on him, she may not come back.
I think that'd be interesting. I think that'd be great if she did a psychic reading on him. Yeah, there's a lot of troubling things in the past, obviously. Yesterday alone was tragic for him, I'm sure. I'm sure everything's tragic for the guy.
Who was on there? What?
No, Katie does psychic readings, but there's a few comics that do psychic. There's a whole circle of comics do psychic readings.
Yeah.
Bob Bank, Lorenzo, thoughts? What's your thoughts, Lorenzo?
Oh,
He hates a dog in his neighborhood. He went outside one time and he got attacked by a dog.
I think that dog's gone now, but I will say, here's the scoop, TMZ scoop. I am on Ozempic right now.
Oh, yeah?
Wow.
Yeah.
How you doing with Ozempic?
I'm not changing my physicalness, but I am losing weight, like 5 pounds a week, just by taking the shot. Have you ever given yourself a shot? It's real like druggy, like,
No, it's weird because I don't know if I can do it. Like, was someone else give me a shot, they know what they do. They're very direct, but me doing it, I'd be like a little timid while doing it because I know the needle's coming right now. When people give me shots, I'm like, I don't want to look.
Yeah, it's mysteriously easy once you like do it for one time. You're like, oh, that's it. Like the needles are super thin. I guess when we were growing up, they were thicker because you felt like we felt every shot.
We were also a lot littler.
Yeah, but now like these needles are super thin. So gave myself a shot earlier of the Ozempic, like 40.
So you can why not let your sister give you a shot or something? I'd want someone else to give me the shot. Then I don't want to look at it.
Do it yourself.
I could see that if it was like what is it? That shot of adrenaline you need to take if you have a peanut allergy. I could see like someone else giving that to you, but not
like an
this one is
EpiPen.
pretty easy. Yeah, an EpiPen.
And by the way, I don't think this is a real Gustav because I know the real Gustav, and he could have just reached out to me if that was a real thing. So I don't know if that's a real guy.
It's a fake Gustav.
I think so because I know who the real Gustav is.
For shame, fake Gustav.
Fake Gustav.
Trying to stir shit up in the psychic circle and Kevin Brennan.
And the Ozempic circles.
What the shit?
Where do you give your shot? Like in the arm?
No, on the right thigh.
And you're losing 5 pounds. What every
like a week?
Every week. That's good. So what are you at right now? What'd you start off at?
Like my weight?
Yes.
I'm at 395 now.
Damn, you were over 400?
Yeah.
Well, how tall are you?
5'11".
Okay, you are pretty tall, but you got to get out there and walk around, dude. You need some exercise.
Oh yeah.
I know you're scared of dogs, but you just have to, dude.
What's your favorite music? Like, is there a song or something that could motivate you and just like you can just like put what I call like my world canceling headphones on and just play some tunes and just take like an after meal walk around the block?
I've been listening a lot to Chappelle Rowan, that Pink Pony Club.
Okay. I'm not familiar with a lot of her songs, but I know who you're talking about.
I like pop music. I like sad girl pop music.
Nice. Interesting choice. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, Elise, like I've stayed at Elise's place before. She literally wears those headphones 24/7. They're never off her head. I see her at the gym sometimes, and it's still all the time. The headphones are always on. They're giant.
Yeah, I have 2 pairs of Bluetooth over-the-ear headphones that just never leave, and that's not including my DJ headphones. So yeah, if you need to get my attention, you should probably just write a track. I will listen to it.
And then every time like you're around her, she's got those headphones, and you like tap her on the shoulder, like ah!
And I'm like, oh shit.
It's like, oh my gosh. It's like, yes, you're not gonna hear me otherwise. So you gotta tap her on the shoulder, and it always freaks her out. It's like, yes, I'm the only one here. Yes.
What are you listening to in music wise, Elise?
Me? Oh,
Disco motherfucker. I'll answer that for her.
I do listen to a lot of indie dance floor, and then I'll like get obsessed with
Donna Summer.
I love. Oh yeah, I mean Donna Summer, of course.
She's a DJ.
Jojo Moroder, but also more like a recent indie dance floor stuff. I was just watching a live with Juan McClain, whom I love. But also there was like some I don't know, when the Tragically Hip, like I wasn't fans of the Tragically Hip.
I like them. They're all right. They're not crazy.
I mean, like I didn't know who they were because they basically when I listened to them and I realized that these songs that I did know, like one, here or there, I mean, they were like really prolific, but I was like, oh, they were the Canadian band in between the Bare Naked Ladies and the New Deal. That was just making music for this entire stretch of time in between that.
They're better than both of those bands.
You don't even know who the New Deal is, okay, Ray?
I don't, but I know who Bare Naked Ladies are, and they're twice as good as them. So
I know, but I just knew them like when I was really young. I remember when I had $1 million.
He doesn't look a thing like Jesus.
See, that's poppy to me too. Also, so
the Killers. I love the Killers.
The Killers is a little
great concert, dude.
The Killers live.
You left the house for the Killers?
Well, back in the day when I was an out and about person, yeah, I saw the Killers live.
They're fucking fantastic. When you were young, he doesn't look a thing like Jesus, but he walks like a gentleman.
They did a cover. I think we're alone now. They covered that song.
Everything they do has got to be awesome.
They covered Tiffany.
Yeah, they covered that song. It was badass.
I could see it being better than Tiffany's version. I like Tiffany's version, but I'm just saying.
I'm not the biggest fan of Tiffany. I mean, I like Tiffany as a person, but I was like a little bit more of a Debbie Gibson person myself.
They're the same. They're the same. Come on, Elise.
Tiffany put out a country album that's pretty good.
Beyonce won a country Grammy, so the Earth is about to spin off its axis. So just buckle up.
Oh yeah, I got to read this one. James Jameson. Elise looks older and wiser now, but mostly older. We all look older. We all look older, James. Yeah, James Jameson. Hey, that's like that's the old Mitch Hedberg joke. Here's a picture of me when I was younger. Yeah, every picture of you is when you were younger. It's like, hey, here's a picture of me when I'm older. Where'd you get that fucking camera?
Did you miss Mitch? I just miss Mitch. The other thing, also just like random movie stuff, is that I was talking about the Lords of Dogtown the other day, and like every time I think of that movie or reference that movie, all of a sudden
what movie?
The Lords of Dogtown.
No, I thought you were talking about he's got a movie, Los Enchiladas. Todd Barry's in it.
Well, he's also in. He and Heath Ledger are in Lords of Dogtown, and like they're in the same scene, the only scene that Mitch Hedberg is in. Heath Ledger is also in, and then I also have to like sigh and have to like lament because we lost both of them.
I'm just bummed I never got to meet him. Like when I just started emceeing, it's when he was running around just doing his thing when he was like headlining Funny Bones, and I was emceeing Funny Bones. I was like, I was looking forward. And I never got and here's the thing, if you would have told me who would have died first, him or Stanhope, I would assume Stanhope. And then it was then it's Hedberg that died first. I worked with Stanhope. Stanhope was great. And he's fucking awesome. But like he was out drinking with like I loved it because I'm out hanging with Stanhope, but I'd be like, dude, it's like 4 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, this guy, you do this every. Then again, his dad had just died, but he was a great dude. I don't know if he'd even remember me. I was a bad comic. I was literally like 6 months into comedy. I was in Toledo at Connections, and I was hosting, and I was just excited. I'm like, it's fucking Doug Stanhope. It's awesome. But yeah, Doug Stanhope, fucking great. Just go see him while he's still going. Yeah, he's doing fine. Looks like he's gonna be all right. Looks like he learned how to like do his lifestyle and do it right. But yeah, Hedberg.
And not like lose a kidney like Attell. I was just bummed
Did
that I worked.
Attell lose a kidney for real?
Yeah.
I never heard that.
That's what I remember. I was working at the DC Improv, and I like Dave Attell is my favorite, and I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna be able to have at least a shift drink with like Dave Attell, and they're like, he doesn't drink anymore. He lost a kidney to like a little show called.
Oh, so that's I didn't know that.
And I was like, no. I was like, what a bummer. I mean, he was still amazing, but you know.
No, he's great. I just working with him in Cleveland a few years back. And then I didn't know this. He does that bump and mic things, and he calls everyone back on stage to do bump and mics with them. I didn't know that was going to happen. I wouldn't have drank 3 IPAs. I would have been like, oh, shit. Like, once I knew, like, oh, shit, I got to go back on stage. Like, oh, I'm kind of buzzed now. It's like, oh, all right. Fucking great.
You
Hilarious.
mean you weren't
Nice
drinking
guy.
beer-flavored water for once? Come on, Ray. Let's get it together.
Drinking IPA. I get gout. I got to be careful now. I'm drinking Miller High Life.
Then you're not supposed to drink at all. And you're
Not
supposed to be
drink at
drinking
all.
that tart cherry juice and pomegranate juice.
Fuck yeah.
Also, what's that called? Pineapple. Get that bromelain.
Pineapple? I do take
eat the pineapple. Drink the tart cherry juice, not from concentrate, organic, in a glass bottle.
I'm doing all right. If I drink a shitload of water, I'm usually all right. Oh, Age of Quarrel. Uh-oh. Did you get a rabies shot, Lorenzo? Hashtag Cujo. Oh, from your dog. Did you do
I didn't, but I survived. I didn't get any of the
survived
symptoms of like where you can't drink water and you start like lockjawing and stuff. Nah, I was fine.
Well, so wait a minute. People knew this dog just randomly goes around attacking people and they just let it? You didn't like call like dog services? Like this dog just ran around?
I did.
Okay.
Yeah, I did. They came and picked up the dog.
Oh, so the dog's gone.
Yeah.
It took him biting you to get the dog off the street.
Mm-hmm.
No one else had a cell phone?
Well, I guess it wasn't attacking anyone. I swear to you, though, I didn't look threatening.
I know.
That dog had a cell phone. That dog sounds like it's been out in these streets biting people.
I don't see you running up on anything.
No, I'm slowly power walking my way up to anything. I'm not running anywhere.
But I don't like that happen to you, man. But you do need to get your steps in, dude.
Yeah.
I worry about you. Cardiff Electric worries about you too.
He's
Cardiff Electric.
He's a good guy. He only likes Lorenzo. He's a punk to everyone else, but he likes Lorenzo.
I like Cardiff.
He's a punk. Boo the potato.
Cardiff doesn't like me because Cardiff is under the impression that I was still smoking Newports live on air, and they were never Newports. But Cardiff apparently doesn't like smoking anything on air ever. So
no, he's a fan of yours. He's a fan of yours.
Smoke that potato anytime and eat it with some. What is it? Burnt Ray in the brain.
Burnt Ray in the brain.
Burnt Ray.
Salsa?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You get
salsa?
it.
Your salsa?
I'm talking whatever your hot sauce is called.
Oh, pain in the brain.
I literally call it rock bottom hot sauce. It's so shitty. And it's obviously not it. I'm glad I'm not, it's fine.
George. Hi, Elise. Hi, Ray. Hi, Freddy Fender. I don't know who Freddy Fender is. Now I got to look up who Freddy Fender is. I'm sure he's a handsome guy. Look at that mullet on he does got a point. He does got a point. It's not a bad thing. He's a fellow Texan, so I think you're gonna like it, Lorenzo.
Do I look like Freddy Fender?
You look like Freddy Fender.
Freddie got fendered.
Freddy got fendered. This is Freddy Fender.
Oh Lord!
Wow.
Yeah, I see it.
You do look like Freddy Fender. There's Freddy Fender. Wasted Days and Wasted Night, 1975.
I'm not insulted then.
Launches his country music. I'm gonna listen to Freddy Fender. Wasted Days and Wasted Nights. That sounds like a country song. That's not a bad thing. I think he's a handsome guy.
No, I take term of endearment.
Yeah, thank you, George.
Freddie looks a little more like Ron Jeremy-esque than you, and not just because they're 1970s photos, but and you look a little more you know, what's his face? A little more Grateful Dead-esque than
Jerry
Freddy
Garcia.
Fender. Yeah, you look a little more Jerry
Garcia.
Garcia than Freddy.
Ray steals milk and bobbleheads. Here's real money, right? Answer. Fuck, marry, kill. Elise, Katie Blunt, Zoe Levy. Geez. Well, I got Elise is here, so I have to marry Elise because I've known her the longest. And then Katie Blunt's already married, so I guess I just have to F Katie Blunt, and then I guess, and not by choice, but just because, like, I guess I'd have to kill Zoe Levy, who I also love. Zoe Levy's fantastic. Yes, so there you go. Thanks, Ray Steele. That's 14-year-old me in that picture. How do I look?
Amazing.
Like a murderer.
Gee, come on, man.
That's like giving really mega murder face.
Reels, who's a good at. Elise, can you show your feet for my friend Flimsy?
Not for $5.
Not for $5, man.
Okay.
Yeah. She'll give you her.
I forgot about this. Can you take me out for a second? I need to get some wine. All right, I'll be right back.
You got to what? Go get some wine?
I got to wine myself.
All right, do some wine and get those shoes off and put your Venmo up.
Oh, they've been off, baby. They've been off.
Just getting ready to put her Venmo up there. Let's see what you got there, Flimsy. Reels is a good egg. I hung out with Reels in Atlantic City. He's a nice guy. Congratulations on the Eagles winning the Super Bowl. Did you watch the Super Bowl?
I saw that at halftime how badly it was.
It was one-sided. It's pretty one-sided.
Very one-sided. And I made one bet, and I won on that bet. I think I bet $10 and won like $35.
What was the bet you made? I lost on most of my bets.
I think I put that they both would go over the quarterbacks, a certain yard passing, and they both went over like their yards.
Really? Because there was like not much offense in the game. That's most of the bets I lost. I took the over on Travis Kelce's receiving yards. I got the under. I took the over on Saquon Barkley's rushing yards. It was under. And I also took the over on his receiving rushing yards total. And that one under. So, yeah, I didn't do hot with my little prop bets. So
you sound like you have a gambling problem.
Yeah. No. It was a Super Bowl, and there's like prop bets where we were at a casino.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what I did. So because it was a casino and I had prop bets, I had to do that. We got to.
Okay. Look how low my hot sauce levels are, though. Right? Look.
You know what? I don't have. I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna give you other hot sauce. He hasn't made that hot sauce in a while, and he and he needs to make that hot sauce. But I'm gonna get you.
We need to get this back on.
Yes.
So
Thank you.
And I'm a hot sauce. Like, I love hot sauce, and I'm picky about my hot sauce. Like, don't try to give me just like regular Tabasco. I don't F with Tabasco. Okay. Maybe a green Tabasco every now and again because it's actually really good. But nothing like this hot sauce. And look at Freddy's thing. It's so amazing. Look, so rad. Freddy is so rad. Like, no offense, but also all the offense in the world, Ray. Like, how are you friends with Freddy and Molly? Like, they are.
They're way cooler than me.
That was like the whole thing. Like, the whole thing was like, okay, Ray is a man with gout who can't fucking cook a steak or even buy a correct one from the whatever. And you have the coolest, like the most cracked team of people assembled for this 4th of July grill fail. Okay, but it was so much fun. It was just like so hilarious that like I don't know if it's just like you're like totally.
I'm lucky. I got really cool friends. All my friends are pretty cool. Like, yes,
so cool. And I was just like, wow, what is happening here? And you didn't know what was happening. You were sweating your balls off. Your foot was on fire.
Yeah.
You ate all the steak. Like, it happened. But you're not even supposed to be eating steak. You have gout.
I know.
Oh wait. I think that was before the gout. That was just when you had a broken gangrenous toe or some shit.
Yeah, that's when my foot broke because I had gout and I ran on my foot before the gout came out of my toe. So I broke my toe. I had to duct tape my toes together. They told me to medical tape them together.
You didn't have to. You self-elected that.
Yeah. Well, they said medical tape, but the duct tape was more sturdy. It's more sturdy than the medical tape. So that's
they want
why
you to stay in pain. They're not. In
I
business
think
if you don't
so.
stay
You
in
needed
pain.
a boot so that you couldn't F with your toe or put duct tape, electrical tape, whatever they gave you at the comedy club. Like things were crazy. You were showing your foot to people. I'm surprised you didn't start an OnlyFans for your dangerous toe.
You know what? So we were in Atlantic City. We're at the Brigada, and I don't know if you know. Like, so I'll bite my hangnails. I bite my hangnails sometimes, and they'll bleed. I'll like. So my hangnail was like bleeding, and I just asked the lady, I go, "Hey, can I get a Band-Aid?" And they're like, they gave me a medical release form to fill out, and they're like, a nurse is going to come and administer first aid, and I was like, for a Band-Aid? And I was like, and I said, you know what? I go, do you have tape? And I just took a napkin and I wrapped the napkin around my thing and then just taped the napkin around my hangnail. That was on Sunday. That was on Sunday after Saturday. And I just had that on there for an hour till it like quit bleeding. But they were.
It took you an hour to have okay, so you're anemic also in addition to
That's all it took for the blood, because you just do it and it's like, oh shoot, you just see a little bit of blood. It's like, all right, well, all I got to do is like get a Band-Aid. It's just normal things like, oh, I'll get a by the way, I usually travel with Band-Aids with me, so I could have went to my room and got one, but I was like, really? They're gonna like send a team of nurses over here to give me a Band-Aid? I go, you know what? I saw Scotch tape. I go, just let me get some Scotch tape, because it wasn't bad at all. And I just like put the napkin on and like took off a piece of napkin and taped it around my thumb, and I was fine.
what do I have to do to get a hot sauce?
All right, I'm gonna give you.
Sauce. I mean, not just your. I'm not like, I need my own brand of hot sauce also. Like my
Jeff
own line of
Levine.
hot sauce.
I'll send this to Jeff Levine. He'll get this out there.
I'm not joking. And Jeff Levine, Silk City hot sauce is phenomenal. But specifically, I've only had like 2 other hot sauces from them. But
I'm not lying. My hot sauce is dope. My hot sauce is great.
It's like, I was really impressed, because I remember the first time I tried it, you were at my house. I was absolutely livid with you. And I was like, the only thing keeping you from getting murked in the night right now is how flavorful this hot sauce is.
You know how Karen Feehan, because we were on Jim and Sam, and she just asked me, like, last time I was in New York City, she's like, hey, do you still have that hot sauce? She wanted that hot sauce. So yeah, I got to get it to Karen. And I told Karen, I go, I forgot who it was, but someone offered $100 for her to take a picture with my hot sauce on her OnlyFans. She's like, hell yeah, I will do it. So yeah. So yes, I do got to get my hot sauce back out there. People demand it.
Yeah,
for Christ's sake, they demand it.
We're finally demanding something from you, Ray, other than to get your effing broken toe checked.
But I got to do this for Flimsy.
Oh my god, I don't need to see
for Flimsy.
Well, it looks like a normal foot.
Yeah, okay. No, Elise, can you show your feet for my friend Flimsy? I did it for Flimsy. That was for you, Flimsy.
That's because you're a hova, right?
I'm a hova back here. Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray. Elise, can you change your handle to Leonardo Joni and start saying some anti-Shuli things? Maybe we can save this dumpster. Jesus, she's a nice lady, Mr. Ray. No, he wants you.
Can you spell my name first? Spell it correctly first before you ask anything.
Yeah, come on, Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray, get it together.
And then I also need you to tweet. What's this Levine character's first name again?
Jeff Levine.
Jeff Levine. Then you got to tweet Jeff Levine about how he's holding out on this pain in the brain hot sauce. Okay. And then we'll start talking about what we may or may not about throwing out some anti-Shuli rhetoric here.
We don't say anti-Semitic stuff. That's what he's trying to get to.
Anti-Shuli.
Yeah, that's Shuli's Jewish.
That's hilarious. I love that. We all walked away with something this evening.
He's funny, this Mr. Ray and Mr. Ray. He's mean to me, but he's pretty funny. He's pretty funny.
He spells my name with a Z, and then all bets are off. Okay.
Yeah, he's a punk, I tell you. They're all punks here. I got a lot of punks. Age of Quarrel. Elise, can you teach Ray about sex magic since he's a metaphysical warlock now? Hashtag PA Ray Normal.
Paranormal.
Paranormal.
That's a good one.
Paranormal.
It's not as good as Ray Sexual, but
No.
it's getting there. It's serving it's serving mid range. I don't know. I don't know if I can't teach about sex magic. It's not really my bag. I can send you some
Sex magic.
Aleister Crowley books, I guess. I don't know.
Isn't sex magic? Isn't that a Red Hot Chili Peppers album? Blood sugar.
Blood sugar, sex magic. Now I know a lot more about. That's one of my favorite albums ever. Obviously,
that was a great album.
So good.
She was a girl cut from the know.
I love that song.
She was. Yeah.
But people sleep on greeting song, and that's like my get up song. Like if I'm like having the best day ever, or I'm having the worst day ever, and I need to like inject myself with something like fuck yeah, then it's yeah. It's like track 18 or something like that on that one.
Breaking the Girl. That's a song I was saying, but
yeah, that's also a great one. Fantastic.
Yeah. That whole album's like pretty good.
It's hard to get a bad song on that one.
Yeah,
like Mother's Milk, not so much. Also great songs, but not like every song's a banger on Blood Sugar Sex Magic. So.
That's that was a great album without a doubt. And then what was Under the Bridge was big, and what's the other one? Give It Away. But like they're good, but like other songs are just as good on there. Like just the way that album starts off, the power of equality. It's just a way it's meant to be. Yeah, I could listen to that album while running on a treadmill. I'm gonna listen to it on the treadmill tomorrow.
Suck My Kiss.
Yeah.
Oh, Suck My Kiss.
You were born to suck my kiss.
Yeah, that song's the most. Oh yeah.
Fucking great album. I think that's their best album of all. It's better than Californication, which is also good, but I'll put that up there as well.
I don't know. I don't know. Well, I mean, like, yeah, no, like Blood Sugar Sex Magic, every song on it is just like really fantastic. And then I don't know. I don't know. Californication has like some song. I really love Zephyr's song. That's on Californication, right?
That's on By the Way.
Oh, that's on By the Way. Okay, so it's like it's By the Way that I really like, even though I think Californication was a bigger commercial success, you know?
You know what's weird? Like that album came out at the same time as Primus's Sailing the Seas of Cheese, and I got to go Team Primus just because I'm a Primus fan.
No,
I'm Team Primus.
I had never heard Primus was like a running joke. I had never heard a song of theirs until.
What are you talking about? Primus is fucking amazing.
I know. I never until they did until someone identified the fact that they did the South Park. Right? They did South Park.
All right. You're not cut out for Primus, man.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Sailing the Seas of Cheese. You're not cut out, man.
Primus to me was like a running. I'd only heard about Primus as like a legend, the same way that I've heard about like Pinto cars. You know what I'm saying?
No,
like
Tommy the Cat, like listen,
like
Here Comes the Bastards, Sergeant Baker. Come on, man.
Not my bag.
They're too good. Yeah, I saw them last summer. It's fucking amazing. Yeah. Fucking great. I'm going to see them again. They're touring again this summer. I'm going to see them at least once or twice. So good. Go see Primus. They're too good. We're not worthy.
Ray, I have to exonerate you, or at least exonerate you in the eyes of your audience on something, which is
all right. We want to
confirm that.
Hey, hang on. Well, let me. I'm going to get a beer because I'm going to get my third beer. Whoa. I got to get it from the fridge.
This is how little you care about yourself. You're like, I don't.
No. I want to hear the story.
I don't need to be taking shit.
Corn Diff says it's Lorenzo.
Is corn diff different than Cardiff, right?
Yeah. One's a corn and the other one's a potato.
But they're both diffs. Just for the record. Okay, just making sure.
I think there was like a carrot diff at some point too.
I can't read this thing, but I want to know more about this Ray steals milk and bobbleheads. I think I know about the bobbleheads, but I don't know if I know about the milk persuasion. So do you know?
I
Do you know
don't. I
about
don't
where?
recall that folklore.
You
of
don't
the
know about
story.
Ray stealing milk? Okay, by the way, I'm not even gonna wait for Ray. So, what I need you guys to know is that, well, we'll exonerate him later, but I just need you guys to know that I lost my keys again. Okay, and Ray was not around, so he cannot be blamed for stealing my keys, which he did not steal my keys the last time either. I'm blaming it on either the fact that there was a hole in my bag that I discovered the next day, or the fact that the next day really was a Saturday night that ended approximately at 3 p.m. Sunday afternoon. Either way, I didn't have to fight. I didn't have to battle my landlord management company or become really friendly with my postal service worker to get my mail, because
That's what you said you had to do.
yeah, that last time when I lost my keys, I apparently had lost my
But it
key.
took you 6 months to realize you had a hole in your bag?
No, this is I'm talking about I lost my keys recently. And
Oh, okay.
yeah. And yeah, no, the first time, I don't know. Those things were like lost in the wind. I did tell you that I found like my hair clip and like other articles and like on the side of the
So
road.
you lost so you found other stuff that you lost at night.
Yeah,
By
but
the way, that was
a
a
while
long
ago.
day.
Yeah, that was a long time ago.
But
That was a long day of drinking. And I took an
for
edible.
you, because I remember I was at the gym.
Yeah.
And I was like showering at the gym, and I was coming to meet you, and you were already have been drinking because you were watching the Redskins. So then I met you watching the Redskins
And
game.
I didn't have a comedy show to do. I did not have a I didn't have to drive anywhere. Like, no, I was just whatever.
And then we went to the roast battle, and then after the roast battle, we came back to Astoria, and then went to the karaoke.
And, oh my gosh! Yeah.
And then we went back to Gooch's place and smoked up at Gooch's place. So I mean, that was a long night that's a long day for you. I mean, I was pretty toasted.
I got empanadas, and then I walked home in the rain just to find out, like, to my dismay, that I did not have any keys. But then I realized 2 days later that there was absolutely no mail key to the house either. At which point, I had to time when the post office
just he just thought you had a crush on him.
No, I mean, he was really nice. He actually was really cute also. But no, he like gave me my mail the whole time, and then I had a YouTube. I tried to like pick the lock so I could like remove it. I ordered a new lock, and then I found out that I could just ask the person to leave it open for me, and then I could take it out from the inside. And then I just installed my new mailbox key, and because otherwise I would have gotten charged like $300 or something that from the people that manage the building that I live in. And I was like, this thing cost me $16 online. Like, go fuck yourselves. No.
Yeah, but I remember looking for your keys. Like, I mean, obviously I didn't have your keys. And then people like, oh, Ray took her keys. Like, yes.
Well, I just want to make sure that you are officially exonerated from those charges, which I didn't accuse you of, but apparently other people.
The internet, just because you talked about it, they were like, Ray clearly. I
think it's a swerve. He's like, he took your keys and then made it seem like he didn't, so he could have the alibi of, oh, he never takes women's keys before he murders me.
Yeah. Also, like, what was that? So wait a minute. So let's say I take her keys. What's the win? So I can like go in her place and sleep, and then she walks in and sees me there. Then she'd be like, "You have my keys." There's nothing that checks out in that logic of thinking.
I don't know what you race sexuals are into.
Yeah, yeah, I know. I feel like maybe now, actually, let me check the pink blanket just to make sure you didn't like tuck it in one of the folds or like in the lining or something. It's the only place I didn't look.
Cordiff is happy to see Lorenzo. New Jersey Ranger, who's a good egg. Less far talk, more dabble talks, please, Ray. Come on. I don't have any dabble talk. I don't. I wish everybody well. But thank you, New Jersey Ranger, who's a good egg. Age of Quarrel. Ray can't eat and drink at the same time. What makes you think he can throw sex into the mix? That's true. That's true. I don't eat and drink at the same time. I got to keep them separated. Gotta keep them separated. Oh.
Okay.
A super sticker from a tuna alt. Thank you for super sticker, buddy.
I just like tuna alts. That's fun.
A tuna alts.
Alt. A tuna alt.
Mr. Rapey, Mr. Oh, I see why you got. He spelled your name wrong again. Eli had enough of you mocking his green card divorce, so he cut your NYC couch crashing privileges. Don't let him in, Elise. You spelled your name wrong.
It's okay.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray. No, Eli was great. Eli's awesome. You know Elise Trichon? He did the podcast the other night.
I don't think so. Because when you said Eli the first time, I was thinking of a completely different Eli. Everyone, like we talked earlier. And so
you could see him at the stand. He's doing my stand show in March. Fucking cool dude. Yeah. He says I got to dress better. What do you think, Elise?
That you need to dress better?
Yeah.
For what? You know what I'm saying?
For
like, what are you going for?
Ouch. Wow. When you cut deep. Jesus.
It was actually a really practical question. And also, for what, Ray? Like, let's be real.
Wow. Come on, man.
Keep them separated. Man. Okay, more super chats.
I love Elise. My sis and I get along toxic too. Oh, there's, I think, a long time watcher, not
I don't know what
much of a super chat
is.
I don't know.
Is that it's making me want a tuna melt, which I don't know if I've ever enjoyed one in my entire life. But
tuna's great. I'm a tuna fan.
Somehow
Tuna's
this
great.
whole thing is making me want a tuna melt.
Yes. Ray, it's time to accept Liam's apology link. We're good. I wish him well. He's a good man, and I hope it all works out for the guy. But thank you, Kid Hutcher, and I like you trying to bring people together. It's good times. Mr. Rapey, Mr. Rape. Lorenzo, are you worried if you lose fat, you'll lose that upbeat personality that doesn't make us want to lead ourselves?
Oh, yeah.
He's mean. He's mean.
Upbeat personality that I already
Jesus.
have.
You are wildly, for someone who does not want to go outside, you are extremely upbeat. Like you have like a incredible amount of like, I feel very reassured by your presence, if I may.
You guys got good chemistry together. That's why I sent Lorenzo the link. I'm like, Elise is
That's
on.
it's because Lorenzo's good vibes. I mean, if honestly, you would be my litmus test for if someone's vibes actually like was officially like suck, failed, toxic. You know, I would be like, okay, if you can't vibe with Lorenzo, well, then you're probably a
an asshole. Yeah.
Best, you know.
Yeah, something like that. I'm humble.
That's what I'm saying.
humble.
You're my litmus test for if someone's actually just not chill. I usually have a pretty good radar, but sometimes I
For a guy who's so nice, you think he'd want to go out and socialize. Like, how would you not want to?
People kind of really suck. So that's what I'm saying. If I would also not want to tarnish those vibes, but like I would be like,
He needs to leave the house. He needs to.
Sunlight is good. Like get a little sunlight, a little barefoot, a little barefoot. Do you at least have like a grassy knoll that you can just like walk around on?
Oh,
like
yeah.
that. You don't have to like interact with people, but like at
Dude,
least, like,
the whole JFK thing ruined grassy knolls. It's just ruined it.
I just had a conversation
Grassy
with my DJ partner about this. He laughed because he immediately thought JFK.
Yeah, you just hear grassy knoll and you're just like, all right, Lee Harvey Oswald.
No,
Is there book suppositories?
No, I learned grassy
Yes, I said
knoll.
suppository on purpose. I know it's depository.
I learned grassy knoll from Clueless, which then I later realized they were referencing.
What are you talking about? You didn't learn that in school?
I mean, I'm sure I like read about it, but there was like other things. Like I'm from the DC area. We're focusing on other parts of the narrative. Okay. It didn't really matter. Like Grassy Knoll, all of these things, they were all focus grouped by the CIA anyway. That's the reason why they're the things that stick in your brain as opposed to the why none of that made sense, like how it went down. So what I'm telling you is that when I heard Grassy Knoll, it's something that I heard first from the movie Clueless when she says, like, don't the slackers, you know, like smoke weed on the grassy knoll over there or something like that. That's what she says. That's like what that's.
Yeah, I associated with JFK immediately. I hear grassy knoll. I'm like, geez, someone's
Daily Square.
Shooting. But
I do have a grassy knoll though
you got to get outside and walk, homie.
Yeah,
I mean, you just have to.
I have a grassy knoll for any assassination.
Yeah.
No, you just got to get out and walk, though. I'm just saying, dude, get those steps. You got to get those steps, man. One foot in front of the other. And it's going to be all right. Reels. Elise, what would you say is a primary barrier to you and Ray being romantic?
Well, one, I'm not a Ray sexual, so that's going to be, I would say, the first barrier probably. And then he doesn't like to sleep next to people, and I'm a cuddler after sex, so that's another thing. Three, I don't know. I think we're two picky people who absolutely, we have basically a podcast relationship, and sometimes.
No, you're my friend, but at the same time,
I'm just kidding.
When it comes to Elise, like I'm just, I think
when
you're attractive.
Like, when he thought I was hot, and then he found out that it was me on top of wherever with like a tiny cupboard was doing the shows in the summer arena on the rooftop during COVID.
Yeah, I was like, "Whoa, look at that hot chick!" Like,
yeah, he's like, "Whoa, yeah." She's like, "Oh shit! Oh my god, I'm sorry."
That's Elise. I know, fucking Elise.
Reels. Is it Reels?
It's Reels. It's Reels. He's a good egg. He's a good man.
Reels, you're kind of cute. At least your
there you go.
Your thumbnail's kind of cute, but honestly, what is keeping you from engaging in some hardcore Ray sexual experiences here?
What did he gave me $100. They gave me $300 to do 5 minutes of stand-up comedy in Atlantic City. Reels pitched in $100.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I really thought you were going somewhere else with that. First off, thank you, Reels. And two, I really thought you were going to say something completely different.
No, man.
What those $300, $200, whatever you said.
It was $300 to do 5 minutes of comedy. It was $200 and I got $100 tip.
Oh wow! I really thought that was going somewhere else with that.
It was like,
that. I'm really glad.
No, Elise is hot. I just know Elise too. Like, I just know Elise.
Plus, my drink orders are too expensive for Ray. I mean,
that is true.
He's literally
that is true. Yeah.
Before he'd have to drive to Atlantic City, do another $200 5 minutes plus $100 tip.
That is true.
Back. He'd have like $14 left of gas money after he, taped his foot up for his gout and filled his car up and X, Y, and Z. And he'd literally still be, at least like $3 short of,
that is true.
Drink order, because I'm a margarita drinker. So
I don't know if you remember.
Yes, at fucking whatever that place is called. I know.
But Bowery Poetry Club, when I had my show there, a lady who works in wardrobe. I don't know if you know her, but she's a friend in the comedy community. Gorgeous lady. She's married now. She's fine. She's doing all right, but gorgeous. And then we went on. I went on a couple dates with her, and it was just too expensive. And I was like, I can't do this. I can't spend $80 every time I hang out with her. There's like 3 drinks. It's like 3 rounds. Yeah, it was like $80. It was like $100 in like an hour, and I was like, I love her. She's my friend. She's gorgeous, but I can't afford this. She worked on Broadway. She works in costume design, and then she also works in movies and films. But I was like, I can't afford this. She's married now. She's doing way better with her husband. I went to the wedding, for Christ's sake. But yeah, she's great. And then someone else, Victor Venato, called me out on it. Like, he's like, because he dated her too. And I was like, yeah. It's like, he's like, yeah, you were dating her for a while. And I was like, yeah, I just couldn't afford it. He's like, yeah, you can't afford her. He's like, he just told me, he's like, you can't afford her. You know, Victor Venato, great comic,
I do.
great guy.
I
yeah,
do. Victor's
he's
a
like,
real hoot and a holler.
he's like, yeah, I saw you guys are like hanging out. He's like, you can't afford her. I was like, touche. I cannot afford her. I cannot afford her. But she's great. She's great. I love the lady. I love the lady to
I
this
want
day.
people to say that about me, but
She's
it
a
doesn't
sweetheart.
happen like that. Okay, like
No, she's not doing anything wrong. She's just living her life. I'm just like,
I know, but
I'm
like the
I'm
fact
just not in
that
that tax
Victor could
bracket.
just be like, you can't afford her. You know,
Yeah.
like my cousin yesterday told me that some guy found her contact and emailed her saying that he would pay her $1,000 for her worn down corporate heels.
Oh,
Like
damn.
a pair of comfortable, what we would call like, you know, reasonable heels, you know.
Why do you want shoes? I don't get that.
Heels. I have no idea, but I was like, okay,
and women that wear high heels doesn't make sense. Elise, do you wear high heels? No, you wear Converse All-Stars, and that's what I like about you.
Yeah, I do
Whoa, I
wear
wanna hear
Converse
this story.
All-Stars, okay? But like if I, you know, when I've worked in the corporate world, I've worn heels before, and wearing the sensible heels, that's the word I was looking for. The sensible heels are like not the cutest heels, the ones that you can like actually be in for a while. And that's like not even my cousin's game. Like if she's gonna wear heels, she's gonna wear like some really astounding heels. Anyway, someone found her, like went like multiple points, you know, to find this information to be able to email her to then say that he would pay her $1,000 for her worn down corporate heels.
What is she,
And
Michael Jordan? It's like I'll give you $1,000 for game worn shoes.
I don't know, but the different, like
LeBron?
what I have heard. Okay, my
Can
whole
she
thing
autograph
was,
them?
like, was me walking down the street and getting and having a guy who was selling hand blown, you know, smoking apparati. Okay, like smoke, like bowls. He was selling bowls and bongs on the side of the road. And I looked at them because they were kind of nice. And then he asked me if I wanted any coca leaves, because he had not coke but coca leaves that he like pulled out a whole bag, and he was like, they're good. And like, and then he, while he was like looking down, he saw my feet and he was like, you got pretty feet, girl, and like started eating them. So I didn't get offered any money. In fact, I got offered coca leaves, and and my cousin got offered $1,000 from a person who never met her for
But
not
if
even
you're
her
a girl,
feet,
who gives a shit?
not
Like,
even her feet, her shoes. The difference is I can't pay rent with coca leaves and a compliment about how I got pretty toes. Okay.
yeah.
But she didn't have to do anything, and someone is asking her for her like Martha Stewart rundown footwear.
Did
Martha
did they
Stewart make
good-
shoes?
No,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
talking about like, you know, she went in her yuppie come up era, you know, those are the level of heels, you know, the very 80s 9 to 5 kind of like heels.
9 to 5.
Not even a cute one.
9 to 5. Yeah.
Anyway, you guys are guys. You don't understand it. All I'm
Did
saying
those
is,
heels make a good sound coming down the hallway? Like a
I
nice
don't know.
clap?
I don't think this person
I don't
knows. I don't think this person has ever interfaced with my cousin in real life. I don't know for sure. All I know is that someone went out of their way to ask to pay her $1,000 for a pair of shoes after she'd already worn them.
I don't
They're
get
not like
that,
visible
dude.
again, and they're not even
I get
cute.
it.
They're not trying to resell
You get it,
them.
Lauren? I'm not.
I don't know.
I wouldn't pay that much, like, you know, but
Lorenzo,
but
I'll
I-
give you $20.
I wouldn't pay that much, but I have had the opportunity to buy like a woman's used underwear for, you know, $100-$200, and
Used
I know.
underwear, I can at least get. There's pheromones. They're
But
you know, they're reminiscent of sex. They're kind of taboo. A lot of people, you know, Molly Ringwald and the whole like giving a nerd your underwear was in their spank bank from their developmental years. Okay, all of these things I can understand. Some shitty shoes that you didn't even want to wear and someone's asked,
So give
I'll
them to
bring you a
him.
stack. If they were am I going to pull out Ray DeVito and go into my cousin's house while she sleeps and go and steal her corporate shoes so that I can sell them for $1,000 to a creeper?
Yeah, I don't get why people want shoes. I don't get that. But for you, Elise, if someone's like, hey, here's $50 for a picture of your foot, I'd be like, yeah, here you go, dude. I mean, I just did it for nothing, for shits and giggles. Like, no one wants a picture. I'm like, it's like, yeah, what do I give a shit? Here's a picture of my hand. Like, who cares? Do you get what I'm saying? It's not like a nudity.
I don't understand the feet pics, but it's not that. It's not. I mean, honestly, Drea De Matteo makes me want to just get in that foot game.
Get in that foot game. Let's get in that foot. Let's get in the foot game.
Game bad. Yeah.
Why not? Johnny Pate, number 8. Ray, please fill us in on your full thoughts about Rob Saul. I have no opinion of Rob Saul. I don't hate Rob Saul. By the way, I've never insulted him on my show. Whatever. I don't like or hate Rob Saul. I don't know anything about the guy.
Who's Rob Saul? Should I Google him?
Guy that does no, she won't even show up. He's a guy that does podcasts. And he was in Atlantic City. He took a picture with me. I don't hate the guy. He's done my podcast a couple times. It seems to go to war at everybody that does podcasts. So this is like quote unquote Dabbleverse stuff that they want to, but I don't. You guys have been watching this now for like almost 80 minutes, and I'm not shitting on people. I'm not doing this person's a piece of garbage. I don't care. I wish the guy well. I wish Rob Saul well. I have no opinion on him. He was nice when I saw him. I know he talked shit about me in his podcast, but he was nice in Atlantic City. I don't care. He could say what he wants about me. I wish him well. New Jersey Ranger was there. By the way, Reb Saul talking mad shit about you earlier, right? So I guess good for Rob Saul. He could say what Rob Saul doesn't even know me. The guy couldn't have been any nicer to me when he was in person. But yeah, that's Elise knows when I first got in this podcast game, like that Shuli Network, the whole thing was just people trying to get people to talk shit about each other. It's like, okay.
Aren't they still doing that?
They do. I don't do that. You've done this with I don't do that. I wish everybody well. I don't care. I don't care. Ray's show suck. Ray's so dumb. He's showing people his feet on screen. He's an idiot. It's like, okay.
Let people live. I can't.
Yeah, let people. Yeah, I'm like, I don't care. I got to worry about other things. I got to worry about. I got to worry about Lorenzo not getting attacked by dogs. Yep. I got other shit to worry about. Happens. I got to focus on that. What are you looking at, Elise?
I don't know. Someone saying that I should do something with Chad Zumock, and
yeah, don't read other shit. Read that shit when this is over.
I didn't mean to. I was trying to find out who Rob Saul is,
don't worry about who.
And also, my cousin texted me, and I was like, "Did you sell those corporate heels yet?" So I'll let you know the answer when that comes back.
Yeah,
hell yeah, some easy money,
right?
Ray sells milk and Bahaba. You said because Kate is married. Is have to ever laughing my ass off. And the fuck, marry, kill thing. Sure. I forget what I even said, but yes. Hey, this is all hypothetical. None of this stuff's coming to fruition.
I need to hear about your, okay, yeah, you read that, and then I need to hear about your crybaby experience.
Oh, about the movie Crybaby?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
My lost interest. All selfish are high in purines. That breakdown into uric acid in the body, your acid can accumulate in the joints and cause all selfish are. So what's selfish? The only selfish the only fish we're talking about was tuna. But yes, I know shellfish is not that great for gout.
Please,
I do know that.
Taylor, won't you set my man free?
What's the song you're singing? Who is that?
Is it then Crybaby?
Yeah.
Please,
oh, that's a song.
Jailer.
Oh, you saw the movie. Oh, wow. You know the movie Crybaby.
Yeah.
All right. All right. I'll get into some Crybaby talk while we're doing it. But yeah, Elise, quit looking at messages. I told you this is
I can't look up Rob Saul, so
Yeah,
I mean,
don't worry.
He
He's got
if Google doesn't have him, then
yeah.
If he was making fun of you, then it was
who cares? It's fine.
It was him kind of get your publicity, not the other way around.
Yeah, Chad Zumock is also.
I know who Chad is. We don't need to know. We don't need any more. Stop giving that guy free publicity.
So people
day,
you need to do
please.
it. It's more like it's garbage.
Like tell him to just drive into another tree. All right. Yeah. Oh, game over.
But thank you, my loss. He drove into a drunk tree.
I said drive into another tree.
Oh, I thought he said he drove into a drunk tree. Like the tree was
I said
drunk.
drive into another tree.
All solvents are high in purines that break down in your uric acid in your body. Uric acid can accumulate in the joints and cause it. Yes, I do know that. Thank you, my lost interest. Good dude. Subscribe to his channel. There's a bunch of clips.
Yay.
Duke of Judy Eats. Way any gigs in New York coming up? Talking to me? Yeah, I'll be in New York City the first couple weeks of March. I got a bunch of shows. The Stand March 4th. I'll be at Williamsburg Comedy Club a bunch. I'll be at Comedy Village a bunch. West Side Comedy Club. I got a date there. So yeah, I'll be doing a bunch of gigs in New York City. In the city when I'm there. Ray steals milk and bot. Ray, $50 to invite Zoe Levy on. If she shows, I'll chat her 100. I'll get Zoe back on. She's probably at shows right now or it's late in the night. But yeah, I'll get Zoe. Zoe was fucking great. I love Zoe. Do you know Zoe Levy, Elise?
I don't.
I'll see her in New York City when I'm there.
I know Gina Levy.
Pop Levy's wife. She's a good lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is she out here doing feet pics or what's the deal?
I don't know. Mr. Rapey, Miss Ray. Elise, Jeff discontinued Ray's hot sauce well over a year ago. He even said it when Chad called him live on air. Ray lied to you to get you on the pod. No, he's doing. I almost want to call him.
I'm sure. Oh my God.
But he's doing.
That's what we got to do. We're definitely calling him. Let's call him right now. And then two, he probably still has, like a pallet or two of hot.
Well, it's 11:30. If it was like 10 o'clock at night, but yes, my hot sauce is still going. He's supposed to make more of my fucking hot sauce. I'll call him on an afternoon podcast. I promise you, Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray. But he said I was supposed to have more in the fall, and we haven't gotten it yet. But yes, it's
the fall. We're damn near spring.
Yes, I know.
Guy.
We're damn near spring. Ray steals milk and Baba. Ask the guy with the purple shirt his favorite condiment. What's your favorite condiment there, Lorenzo? What do you like there?
Ketchup. It's the perfect condiment. Ketchup.
It is good. You know what? Maybe I don't appreciate it because it's so prevalent. So I would say spicy mustard.
I'm a mustard. I love mustard. Mustard is my favorite condiment all day. But I also consider
both sound like Zionists.
I love mustard.
But ketchup's underappreciated because you just like it on everything, so you forget it's always there. You just always expect ketchup.
No, yeah. I love it. Ketchup's great. Ketchup. Yep.
There's certain things that are not right without ketchup. Like if I don't have the option of having fries with ketchup, then I just don't want fries. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
You need to have fries and ketchup. But I also like a spicy aioli. So
yeah, like if I get a burger, I'd like ketchup. Even if I have like some other sauce I like, I need some ketchup too. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'm pretty sure mustard was used during Auschwitz, like the gas.
Yeah, that's
come on, man. All right. Why you gotta fucking all right?
Mustard gas.
I am wearing a Hugo Boss shirt for Christ's sake. Jesus. Come on, man.
So again,
all right, we get it, Lorenzo. Jesus,
well,
I'm gonna break in Ozempic.
Very anti-Shuli.
All right, yeah.
Whoa,
come on, man. Yeah.
Cool it.
Jesus. All right, he won with ketchup. Heinz 57. Heinz. Ray unblocked Chris Mack. He's a good egg. If anyone's blocked, it's because they were
like a real problem.
Yeah, man. I don't like people being like. I get it. I'm trying to get out of like just the shittiness of like just people shitting on people to shit on people. If that makes sense. I don't hate Chris Mack, but If he messages me, then sure. Then if he's blocked, I'll find him and unblock him. But I'm just done with, I got people like neither one of you two are really in the Dabbleverse. I'm trying to get people that are not really in that. And
that's why I had to quit YouTube. Like I didn't just like quit like anything.
The negativity is just like
I had to leave. I was like, whatever this is. I was like, the internet is already a real problem, but the Dabbleverse,
it gets a little
like
Yeah, I'm just trying to come on and say stupid shit and talk about the movie Cry Baby. Yeah, Fast is a good egg, a super sticker. Thank you, buddy. He's a good man. I took him to Jimmy's Corner, Elise, on 44th Street. The boxing bar.
I'm not familiar.
Oh, you don't know Jimmy's Corner? In Times Square? It's like the only dive bar in Times Square.
I think of the one that's on like 44th Street and 8th Avenue or something like that, or 9th Avenue.
No, that's one's like 6th Avenue. It's a boxer who he died, but like it's all his stuff. But it's a cool place. It's like $4 for Sam Adams still. Mr. Rapey, Mr. Oh, he spelled your name right. Yay!
Thank you. Oh man.
Elise, Ray swears he's never badmouthed Liam to anyone outside the pod. Be honest, has Ray ever badmouthed Liam to you off air? I know a hot sauce guy. Put it this way. Have I ever mentioned you someone named Liam?
Yeah, I was about to say, who the fuck is Liam? Yeah, I have no idea. Like,
yeah,
Liam,
there's no idea. So,
like,
yes.
Gallagher or like, Liam.
Yes. I'm a Noel Gallagher guy. I'm a Team Noel on the. I'm a Team Noel. But thank you, Mr. Rapey, Mr. Ray. And you got your name right. Ray and Elise look alike. They should date. So people constantly mistake them for siblings.
And that's gonna fix his race sexual proclivities for sure. It's him being accused of having sex with his sibling.
Chic, I never saw this guy before, so I don't know. Can you ask this yammering hag what her opinion is of Shuli Edgar Hack employing and befriending a literal they're trying to. One of Shuli's producers ended up being having a bunch of like pedophile videos on his laptop, and now he's in jail. She wouldn't know anything about that, so
I did. Okay, so I did hear. Well, just only because of I was listening to the Katie Blunt episode.
Okay, I'm gonna pull that down just so I don't want that on my screen.
Well, I didn't no. That's what I'm saying. You didn't allude to what the charges were. You were just like, you just said that one of his producers was in jail, and I didn't know that if they had like shoe-mocked their way into a tree or maybe like a crowd of people or something like that. But interesting. That's what the charge
that's what the guy's in jail
so
for.
Ugly. Oh no.
Yeah.
Please, Mr. Jailer.
That never stops. That never stops them though.
Elise, how's it feel to be Ray's level romantically?
To be raised level romantically? I don't know.
Elise's got way more options than I got. Trust me. I've seen people hit on Elise all the time.
It doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that I'm taking. Okay, so maybe we're like Ray's picky. You guys don't think? You think you guys? Well,
you're picky too. I've seen guys hit on you all the time.
I'm picky, and what's so funny is that Ray
should not be so picky.
No, I'm not saying that that you shouldn't be picky. What I'm saying is that Ray does have a lot more options, like in the wild, than you would ever imagine based on his performance online. Like, oh my God. Like everything that Ray does online. I mean, this like started with like him being like, oh my God, like farts and all this like kind of stuff. And now his like old producer is like in jail for like
that's not my producer. I didn't know that guy. I'm not that wasn't my producer. Joe was my producer. When you would do my podcast, that was Joe. That's not the guy that's in jail. My producer was
Right.
Joe.
Well, thank God Joe's not. I mean,
Yeah.
Joe's not up on this, is he?
Yeah.
That'd be so upsetting.
No,
he had his own set of problems. He had like videos of him being a gun-toting.
Yes,
like,
doing that to
whatever
senior
person.
citizens. Yeah, I like
But
Joe.
I like Joe too.
I like Joe. I did like
I
Joe.
know. Okay,
Yeah.
so I was also happy to find out that it wasn't him because that I was like, what the shit, you know?
No, that
like,
wasn't Joe.
like,
That was
no.
another guy. That was the guy that was never a producer on my show. I didn't know that guy in any capacity. So, Rachel's. What is Elise and Purple Shirt's favorite? What is Elise and Purple Shirts? We did. So his is ketchup. What's yours?
I'm a mustard gal, but I also love chipotle aioli, if that's a whatever. And also, I don't know if this is if it's a condiment, but whipped cream is the perfect condiment. Like the same way that David Lynch taught me that quinoa was a perfect protein. That's how I want you guys to know that whipped cream is a perfect condiment.
No, wait, all right, here's the deal. Ready Whip or Cool?
Meal, you can also get high off of it.
Ready Whip or Cool Whip? For me, it's not even close. One doesn't
Ready
even count.
Whip. Ew, Cool Whip?
Yep.
No, definitely no. Cool Whip
is nothing.
Cool Whip is not even Cool Whip is not even
an option.
Whipped cream.
No.
Like I can
Ready
make
Whip.
my own whipped cream.
Y'all are picky.
Also,
Jesus Christ. I'll take whatever I can get.
Ready Whip. No. Ready Whip, dude.
Cool Whip
Ready
means
Whip's
you don't love yourself. Okay.
I
Cool
don't
Whip
love
is like
myself.
the one ply condiment. You know, it's like the one. It's like the
one ply toilet paper.
The only thing good about Cool Whip
toppings. Okay.
Like if I'm a parent, the only thing cool about Cool Whip is you have a container to put leftovers in of other food. Like you have like a little Tupperware container for like leftovers or something else when it's done. But no, Ready Whip is 1,000 times. Cool Whip's not even.
Yeah.
Don't even bring it to my party. I'm having a party. You bring Cool Whip. Get out of here, dude.
Cool Whip is what you eat when you don't love yourself and you're too poor to buy a dog bowl. You know, so like.
Yeah, that's what you do. Sheik, Ken, this is probably not going to be appropriate because he's never been on this channel before. And can you ask Gabriel Iglesias? I guess that's going to be you. Lorenzo,
that's hilarious. Okay, Sheik, I see what you're doing there.
What is opinion of Shuli coming, employing, and befriending of pedo and then covering up? I know nothing about the covering up thing. That I know none about. Once I was done with the Shuli Network, I really don't watch. And I like Zenhauser a lot. I don't hate Shuli. Mike Morris, I never liked that guy. But Zenhauser.
Oh my gosh,
cool.
You mean like Bizarro Mark Summers?
Yeah, I'm not but what what's your thoughts? I'm gonna say you're gonna say no bueno.
I'm shocked. I'm
gonna answer for you and say no bueno. This has
really made me have different opinions on watching the Shuli show, even though I didn't watch it. Don't watch it.
Yeah. Dang Lizard, Ray almost killed you because he liked your feet. We talk about Lorenzo. Yes, I almost killed Lorenzo because I like Lorenzo's feet.
My toes aren't done. I need to get them done.
What do you mean get them done? What are you talking about?
That's what you need to do. There definitely needs to be like a special episode of Ray and Lorenzo getting a pedicure.
I don't need a pedicure, dude. I'm missing a toenail because I run too much. I literally don't have
if you're missing a toenail, you are in need of a pedicure than most. Okay.
I'm missing a toenail because I run so much. It grows straight up, and I just clip it because it like touches my shoe, and I have to clip it. That's what I'm saying.
Don't touch your feet, Ray. Okay, we see what happens when you touch your feet. All right, you like stapled them together.
Duct tape them.
Whatever. I know that you try to staple also because the duct tape wasn't keeping it together.
Mr. Ray. Elise, remember when Ray called Michael Harrison and wow, this guy's doing a deep. Dude, I'm still mad at you for doing
Ray
that.
P. Ray. I did not say his name. I just you should, but you don't talk to Stewie or Louie or whatever.
Yeah, that's the guy that said the name. But you were on weren't you like on Brennan's podcast? And you guys
I was, and then
Mr.
Stewie Lou or Louie Stew
said the guy's name, but yeah, that was.
I just said I do not whatever deny, but I mean.
He's still mad at me to this day. Like I see him,
and he's only imagine what he would say about me. You've at least gotten him jobs. You know what I'm saying?
I've gotten him work. I've put fucking thousands of dollars in that dude's pocket. So yeah, he can't be too mad at me. But he did apologize to me after I told you. He apologized to me like a few days later. I was like, "You're right. I was wrong. I just didn't want to admit it in front of everybody." And it was like, all right, whatever.
By everyone, it was like probably me. But I was
like,
all I'm saying is you guys are triangulating off of each other. This is like cheap. You know, this is the pot calling the kettle cheap. And y'all are both fucking sad as fuck. Bye.
No, stop it. I buy you drinks when I'm with you.
I know.
Yeah, don't say that. Come on, man.
It was like really cute. / I wanted to be a witness. I mean, I didn't want to be a witness. I just was a witness. And then I was put in that awkward position. And then for some reason you were like, yeah, definitely go on Brennan's podcast. And then I don't know how we got there.
I don't know.
And then all of a sudden home guy was like, you have nothing. Are you don't need to protect that guy and blah, blah. And I was like, what is this? That was like really my entree into the Dabbleverse. I was like, what are these people? Y'all, if you were doing like this, like research and like this, like kind of quick fire or something, like you guys, wow. You guys are out here.
And here's the deal. I like the guy and I'd be fine being cool with him again. Like, but yeah. And by the way, like everyone knows that about him.
I know that's what I'm saying. It's like who are we protecting here?
Yeah. Like everyone knew that about him. It wasn't
at least
like
Kevin Brennan knows who the fuck you are now. You know what I'm saying? Now he knows you by name.
Everyone knew that. Yeah.
Maybe
everyone knew that about the guy. It wasn't like it was like when I would tell other comments about that story, they're like, it's like, yeah, everyone, yeah, like even Stevie knew about it and he didn't even know the story. And he's like, yeah, that's the guy. Like, yeah, he's. I wish him well.
I know it's another time.
Raise a good egg. Egg prices have never been higher. Yes, the eggs are. It's not my fault. Nice podcast, stupid. Hey, Elise, you seem fun. How much for GFE in AC? What does GFE mean?
Wow, it's a girlfriend experience, and you ain't got that kind of money.
Yeah,
nice podcast, stupid.
You don't have that. Yeah, $2 for that. Come on, man. You got to be nicer than that. Dang lizard. Ray doesn't care about Rob Saul's effing dogs. Ray's more concerned about other forms of non-consensual sex. Is necrophilia. What are you putting? I'm not putting that up. Dang, what are you? The hell are you talking about? I don't know what the hell that means. Necrophilia. Yeah.
It's when you want. It's like.
Is that what? Are they accusing Rob Saul of that?
Or I thought they were accusing you of it. I don't really understand.
Yeah, remember we just pointed out I never have sex. Remember that?
But we didn't say anything about if the person didn't have a pulse anymore. So that might be a new.
Yeah, I'm gonna say I never. Yeah, I've never.
You said that you don't like to sleep next to people. You didn't say anything about sleeping next to corpses. Or in them.
What?
Never mind.
When someone make it funny?
Someone super chat him a definition of necrophilia. Okay,
I'm waiting for you to make a joke. What is the joke about this, Elise? Can I butterfly kiss Elise on cheeks? No farts. He wants to give you a butterfly kiss.
He did not specify which cheeks, so continue.
Oh, I think he's talking about your butt cheeks. He's talking about no farts.
That's
what's a butterfly kiss? Too. Just.
I don't know.
I'll give you a butterfly kiss to your buttocks. There you go.
An Eskimo kiss.
Yeah, I thought I was thinking more Eskimo kiss. That's like a nose. I don't know. I don't know what that thing's. Oh,
that's an Eskimo kiss.
Thank you. No, Eskimo kiss is when you like whatever like noses. Yeah.
Tell him about necrophilia and how you're into that. The way you were the last super chatter.
Whoa. I'm sorry.
Hey, everybody's into something.
You guys have to stop being. M. Harrison's in the chat if you guys need to know what necrophilia is for me. If I have to tell you, then Christmas is canceled.
I don't even think that's possible, necrophilia. Would it be? Aren't people like, oh, it is possible? All right, I don't know. All right,
yeah, necrophilia is possible, and everything's possible with
everything's possible if you
positive attitude.
I don't think that's possible.
Says the guy who doesn't go outside. Now I'm getting concerned.
Yeah,
Okay.
No opinion on it. Now
it's a little dark webby here, guys.
My goals are set low. My goals are set low.
You're frozen, and that's a weird thing to get frozen on. He's like, necrophilia is possible, and then YouTube freezes him. You're frozen, Lorenzo. I'd say leave and come back.
Let me see.
Dang Lizard. Lorenzo, how does it feel that Ray is more creepy? Thank you, Dang Lizard. I don't like Dang Lizard's energy tonight. In all seriousness, Elise, you are a sexy woman. I have the money, my sweet. Stand and give Shiki baby a turnaround. Let's see that butt. I don't even know who this guy is. So
I don't know, but I'm gonna need. I will send you a PO box to give me. What do you call those things again? Not. I don't need any. I don't even need your money. I need whatever those things are called. That thing. This thing.
Yeah. I think he's messing with you. But Chic, there you go. Ray Steele's Milk and Ball. That's $5 for GFE. Elise, wow. $5 for GF. What's 5? 500?
I don't know.
I think
I wouldn't even show my feet online. You guys don't even know what the girlfriend experience if what it was if you know like you're like you guys are all asexual. You guys don't know what the girlfriend experience is. So let's get real.
Yeah, I think we lost.
Nope, Lorenzo is back.
No, you're not back.
Hell
There's no. Your video's not there.
Can you hear me?
I hear you, but you're not.
I can hear you, but you're a.
I can hear you, but you're not moving. You're not moving.
Okay, I want to hear your idea, your whatever of Crybaby. I have so many. I have so many. I have so many film reviews right now.
All right.
Because that's all I've been doing.
Lorenzo, your camera's not going. All right, so we're gonna get rid of Lorenzo. Dang Lizard, I like you, but no more. I'm not putting up any more weird super chats of you. I like you, buddy, but no more weird stuff. He's like, Elise gets it. Rob F. Dogs. Also, Ray. All right.
I want to know
no more weird stuff from me.
I want to know what Ray Steele's milk and whatever's bobbleheads is about. Like, what's Ray Steele's milk?
Oh, $500 to see Elise Camel Toe live on stream. No, I think I don't think she's going to do that.
I'll show you my toes.
Let's get real, Elise. What's a price for Elise to show her toe? You can Venmo Elise. How about that? Put up your Venmo.
I put my Venmo in the chat. I can do it again if you want.
Yeah, but put your name
_Edwards.
Yeah, and if they do Venmo you to show your feet and you want to do it, I don't give a shit.
My foot's camel toe. Yeah. Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna tell Lorenzo. Oh, there you are. Hey, there you go. All right, I'm gonna go get another beer, and then we're gonna go over Crybaby.
You're getting another beer? Okay.
That'll be my 4th beer. I'm not going anywhere. I'm passing out after this. Thank you guys for doing this. Let's get real, Elise. What's the price? You put up your Venmo for your. There you go. There you go. Venmo her and let her know.
And you might get that.
I'll take Lorenzo and me off, but just her foot. It's just her foot. Nothing crazier than her foot. That's it. I don't need my channel shut down. All right, I'm gonna go get another beer and then we'll talk about Crybaby. What people want. Here's my foot for free.
Oh Lord.
Please, Jesus. Ray, Jesus.
Yeah.
Unsee that. Okay.
Yeah. Put an eye out with
that. Anyway, well, Lorenzo, we're happy to have you back.
Yeah, my internet's it's my computer. It's an older computer, so it kind of messes with the internet I got good internet.
Okay. And you're sure it's not like the NSA or anything like that, just like cracking down on your live stream.
I mean, it could be. I do say a lot of controversial things. That I guess the government would be like, "Oh, 9/11 wasn't real." Da da da. And you
Okay.
shut them down.
What about do you spend any time on the dark web? How are you like a tech savvy person? What's your deal?
I'm tech savvy, but the dark web, no. I'm scared of just going outside, let alone
The
being on the
dark web?
dark web.
Oh, I didn't realize that the outside was like a phobia like that. Like I like outside because I feel bad inside all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm a real like feral like creature. But the dark web is so crazy. But do you know who Thunder Kick is or Shiloh Hill on WWE? He's my new mentor in terms of what I've never been so interested in the dark web in my life.
Who from WWE?
He's like this new kid, but he used to play football for Stanford, and
people are gonna know he played football. 80 kids play football for Stanford this year.
Yeah, I know, but he was a computer, like he's like an AI person, and he has the most fascinating insights both into AI as well as crazy.
This is your internet. This is your internet crush.
He is my internet crush. Like I actually, in some of my platforms, I don't think I put it out on my, public platforms. And I was like, thanks for the Valentine's Day, whatever, but I'm saving myself for Thundercat. So
all right. He changed his mind. I wouldn't pay $1 for this crap. All right. He went from
pick a lane and stay in it. Ray steals milk and Bible heads.
Yeah. Theory. Lorenzo's a sorcerer from an alternate timeline. It could be true.
It could be.
You guys are making me feel like it's edibles and my glass is 30 right now. Okay.
I don't do weird super chat, right? Unlike you and your I-80 activities. All right. Thank you, Dang Lizard.
Thank you, Dang Lizard.
Elise, you look like young Catherine Keener. Does Elise have a shaving camel or hairy bush? That's.
You don't talk about a woman's triangle.
Yeah. Forbidden triangle, the forbidden
feet triangle. That you're happy you can pay me for still. And you will probably.
A minute ago he was into it. And 2 minutes later he's like, I'm not into this stuff.
Yeah.
Did you see what's up?
I like when girls have like baby cactus hair on their legs. You know, when they haven't shaven in like a day on their legs.
Oh, and it's like really like you can't even like see it, but you can just feel it. Yeah.
Yeah, like a baby cactus.
You like that? That's cute.
Yeah,
That's really reassuring, I would say.
I like that.
But he's got to leave the house to see it.
Yeah.
It's not gonna doesn't just show up at your door. Like, hey, look, I shaved yesterday or 2 days ago. I will say this. I like athletic women. I like when there's just a little bit of cellulite. Not a lot of cellulite, but just a little bit.
Really?
Just a little
cellulite.
Just a little bit. Not
well, that's cute too. I've never heard someone be like, "Oh my god, cellulite." Cute.
Just a little bit.
I don't think
I want to know she's a woman. I want to know she's a woman.
I don't think I would tell a woman that, like,
yeah, hey, I like your cellulite. Like, you have just
I think, do you know what? You just like honestly earned like so many points. Like you just came back from possibly being a necrophiliac, okay? With a kind of enjoy cellulite comment.
All right, stop saying that fucking word on this channel. This is just dumb.
We got to come up with a, like a race-sexual term for it then.
All right, so this is the movie Crybaby. You guys both saw this movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it.
It's a John Waters classic, okay?
Mm-hmm.
So you liked it? All right, here's the deal. Like I was a Johnny Depp fan, and I would have seen the movie, but like just to call it Crybaby is like just I don't know. It's like it doesn't have to be a macho title, but just like the fucking Crybaby. It's like it sounds a little like just weird, a little too effeminate or whatever. Like, and he's got like the tear in his eye. I don't know. So like I didn't watch it as a kid. It kind of turned me off. It's a musical, the movie. It's a musical. Iggy Pop's in it, which I think is cool. And I thought I wasn't that crazy. It was the Squares. It's set in 1954 in Baltimore. And it's like the Squares versus the Bad Boys, I guess. I guess it's supposed to like, be like an Elvis guy.
Yeah, like these like greasers. Yeah, the bad people. Yeah, bad whatever.
The Jets or the Shack.
Yeah.
I can't remember what they're called. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I've definitely seen Crybaby a bunch of times.
And the movie, the song's not, I guess I'm not into it wasn't great music, but it's not bad. It's all right. It's like all right, but
it's very off Broadway.
Off Broadway.
Yeah,
It's
like, it was in the movie theaters.
Super extra off Broadway, which like John Waters is, you know what I'm saying? What I love about John Waters is like he likes the weird. Okay. I know that he's like known as like the king of trash or like the king of filth or whatever. But he's like everything has this like really pointed like socioeconomic, you know, like he's got so much like social commentary in there, which is so important.
What are you talking about? What was a social commentary you had in there?
Like the fact that she's like a rich girl and that she goes with like these, you know, all of these.
The Squares. They sing like Mr. Sandman and like.
But like, well, you don't like Baltimore is has like some of the most stratified like wealth in like the whole United States.
Oh, that's right. You're from that area.
Maryland is one of the wealthiest states, but the Baltimore specifically, the wealth is so stratified, and it's been that way for like so long. So it's like people are like really rich and really poor. And I'm pretty sure he's from a pretty affluent family, but he also was like a gay dude, like masking in like a 1950s like wealthy circle. So he
talking about John Carpenter.
John Waters, the guy who directed it. Right. So he like went to NYU and he like for film school, and instead of like making films in film school, he just like did too much LSD to go to class and got kicked out. And so then he kind of like was set back to square one to like, okay, I guess I just have to like make films. And so these are the things that come out of his brain because of like, this is the stuff that he knows. This is the stuff that he's using his like wit and his humor and like his life experience to make movies about. So
well, it's a little sophomore because like, okay, so Johnny Depp's love interest is this chick. That's it. And their only capacity they know each other is they just looked at each other. That's it. But suddenly they're like, that's who he has to have is this woman. And she hangs with the Squares. And they go around and sing like Mr. Sandman. Like that's like their only song they sing.
Bunny hop. They do the
bunny hop. They do the bunny hop and all this stuff, and everyone else and all the rest of them. It's also like such like a dig on Greece and like all that stuff, you know, like how, it's genius. It's like Greece, but like bizarro Greece because it's a John Waters film.
But it's so dumb. Like they're just like so. They go and they crash the party, and or they go like they do their thing, and then like he like crashes the party and steals her away. So then they go and crash their party, and then suddenly like everyone in Johnny Depp's thing goes to jail.
Yeah,
goes to jail, and there are some funny jokes in it, like Ricky Lake's in the movie.
Yep.
And I think it's kind of funny that she's pregnant with triplets in the movie. Like this is, of course, I'm just looking for pictures and it's not giving me.
Oh yes, what's her Tracy Lords?
Tracy Lords is in the movie, and they like send her to another family in Switzerland. They exchange her, and she has to like go, and of course she like takes off. She doesn't go. But there's Ricky Lake. But Ricky Lake. So this party gets broken up, and they throw everybody. There's Iggy Pop. This is a lady I feel bad for. Ratchet Face is a character in the movie, and her name is Ratchet Face.
Hatchet Face. Her name is Hatchet Face. Ratchet wasn't a term yet at this time.
And like she's just known as being, and this is like the only movie she ever did, and she's known as being this grotesque woman. And here's the deal. Like her figure isn't even like that bad. Like she's a decent looking lady. but she's got to go through real life being hatchet
That's
face.
not her. That's not her. Is that? That's like crazy. That's a people's
No, that's
people's
Scarlett
news
Johansson.
thing.
That's
I was
her
like,
on
that
the.
can't be her. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That's her on the side. There's Tracy Lords in the middle. That's Iggy Pop. But then when they go to jail, I do think it's funny. They take Ricky Lake's got like 2 kids, are like twin 5-year-olds, and they get taken into custody because they're like, "What's her name?" He's like, "Son and daughter."
Yeah.
Like, they didn't have names. It was just son and daughter. And that was funny. Like, there's so many funny jokes in there that gets lost. He goes to jail. It's stupid.
And the other thing is you don't see none of the preps, none of the squares are in jail because their parents keep them out of jail because they have money and like all this kind of stuff. You guys just got to go to Baltimore to understand. Okay. You guys got to go to Baltimore so that like,
it's a
like,
stupid movie. It's dumb. It's not worth seeing.
I mean, it's like
it's free on YouTube. You can watch it for free on YouTube.
It's worth seeing. It's worth seeing.
Is it my favorite John Waters? No. Is it
the music's not that great?
No.
It's not.
But there's some funny jokes. So Johnny
Depp's
Depp's
not Hairspray.
It's not Hairspray.
I love Hairspray. The original. I tried. I didn't even try very hard to watch the remake of it. But
No,
I was
the remake
like,
sucked. The Hairspray.
I was just like, first off, Divine is fucking rolling over in his grave right now. Like I can't even. Ew.
But Johnny Depp, so his parents, he's adopted by these other people. They're like, he's adopted like 2 25-year-olds. They're like his grandparents. And his parents were his dad. He's got an electric chair tattooed on his chest because his dad got the electric chair because he was a serial killer that went by the phone book. He literally went by the phone book. Like he bombed just businesses that started with the letter A, then businesses that started with the letter B, and they're like, it took him to like letter F before they caught him.
I can't look at Hatchet Face anymore. You've got to change. Like, at least go back to you sleeping on the treadmill. Okay, like let's go. I can't.
Well, she died. She died at 60, but her figure's like not that bad. I just feel
bad.
God,
but her face is horrendous. Come on, Ray, what are you doing?
I just feel bad that like
feet back on the screen. Anything. Come on, this is insane. What the shit?
I just feel bad that like that's what she's known for.
You don't feel that bad. Okay, I gotta go. I gotta get more wine or something. That's
all right.
Too much.
Well, what was your take on the movie? I thought it was.
I haven't seen it in so long. Is it my favorite? No, but is it hilarious? Like I love how you've just like packed in all of these, like Grease and which is also Elvis.
Grease
films.
is way better.
I know, but it's like making fun of all of these
better.
things. You have to understand it's like taking all of these tropes and all
West
of these
Side
things.
Story.
Yeah, West Side Story, and then it's like compacting them, and then it's like turning it on its ear, and then it's done in a very meaningful way, especially if you know about Baltimore. Like Baltimore is where
Lady came from Baltimore. All she wore was lace. That's a Bobby Darin song. It's a great song.
Bobby Darin is really something. But yeah. Let me tell you about the movie. I haven't seen it in a couple weeks now, but I don't know. Are you, Ray, are you a Bob Dylan fan?
I love Bob Dylan. Yeah. Huge Bob Dylan fan.
How do you feel about Timothée Chalamet?
I don't know what Timothy Chalamet is.
The actor who's like in a bunch of shit. He's in the Dune remakes.
Finkelstein Shit Kid. Wow, Ray, great new direction going on here. All right, Finkelstein Shit Kid.
Anyway,
we're just doing this at the end. We're wrapping up here in a bit.
I am not a big. Okay, I was really surprised, and I always love when movies do this. But I am like that Timothy kid. He's a capable actor. He's not my favorite, but he's a very good actor. And then Bob Dylan. I'm like lukewarm on Bob Dylan. But I personally thought that the movie, the
No Direction Home. I didn't see No Direction Home.
No, it's called.
I didn't see that.
It's called.
I thought that's a Bob Dylan movie that's out right now.
No, it's called A Complete Unknown. How did
you
get
unknown.
that?
Yeah.
How did you get a?
I think it's got a documentary. There's a called No Direction.
Lorenzo. I know, but what do
Home.
you call that when it's a palindrome? Is that what it's called? No, am I mixing
No
up the
Direction
terms?
Home. I think that's a documentary about Bob Dylan, but
Oh.
I did not see the Bob Dylan.
What is it when like something sounds really similar, but you've just like changed a couple, like you've just like inverted a couple?
No Direction
letters?
Home is a fucking
why I'm
lyric from his
Thinking of
song.
onomatopoeia, but that's
Yeah,
when
yeah.
No, onomatopoeia is when it's an action sound, is a
when it
sound.
sounds like it acts like burp.
Yeah,
Yeah.
burp
Yeah.
or like bang, smash, like
Yeah.
that kind of stuff. But is it a palindrome? What is it? What is it?
I think the
Anyway.
wine's kicking in. I don't know.
Oh, it's
Gina
definitely
Bobina
kicking
is
in.
way better than Elise, and she's cool. Apparently, Gina Bobina shows her feet on streams.
What I also love is that it feels like 14-year-old or 12-year-old Ray is saying that to me because of the thumbnail, and that's what really what really stings,
Yeah, danglers. Okay, not going to talk about N-word Philias anymore. Cool. Thank you. Thank you for being cool. John Waters is gay. Is he gay?
Yeah, he's extra.
Yeah.
He's extra.
Oh, he is? I have no idea.
Oh Jesus!
He's
Christ,
extra
dude.
on the G-hay.
He's extra on the G-hay?
Yeah,
He's extra on the G-hay? Is that what they call the G-hay?
that's what they're calling these screens.
I'm calling this episode extra on the G-hay just because it's...
I love that's very, very sexual of you. Okay.
Extra.
You have more super chats. I have to pee. I'll be right back. Okay, bye.
All right. I wasn't gonna go this long. I'm just hanging out, talking shit. That's what I'm doing. What's going on with you? Tell people about your podcast. How we're doing, because we're gonna get ready to wrap up. I imagine.
Yeah, I mean,
I rarely ever do more than 2 hours.
my podcast is a daily podcast called That's All Funny. You can find it anywhere podcasts are available. Just search That's All Funny, where I just talk about their daily podcasts. So they're about 12 to 14 minutes a day, and it's just me talking about my life and current events and stuff like that.
In my life, I
funny.
loved you all. What do you talk about? If you don't leave your house, how do you get topics?
I mean, the news. There's a lot of
The
stuff in the
news.
news.
Oh, all right. We'll end on this. Dang Lizard, I'm not putting up your weird stuff, man. I love you, Dang Lizard, but everyone knows here that no weird stuff. Elise, have you seen Ray's effing bodies or heard about it? All right, Dang Lizard, no weird. Here, I'll put it up. There you go. But yes, Roy Coyne, are you doing stand up these days? Because you're making something stand up in my shorts. Ayo.
Oh,
Thank you, Ray Cohen. And also, I don't even mind the weird super chats. I just hate that Elise like takes them serious. Like, what? It's like just don't. That makes it worse. How do you like my new backdrop? Do you see that? I got
oh, that's cute.
here. I'm
the AI. Sleeping on a treadmill.
there's a treadmill behind me. That's what I think this guy's name is like Poop Stain that did it. I don't mean I might have got it wrong.
Driving that train high on cocaine.
That's my least favorite.
I know, but let me just tell you how this came to be. I just was coming out of the bathroom and I realized that Lorenzo also kind of looks like Adam Suzanne. Do you remember Adam Suzanne? Who's a comic. Anyway, he and my old roommate used to do a podcast together about Degrassi. I'm not going to condone it, but
About
anyway.
Degrassi Drake?
Yeah, about Degrassi. It was called We Started from Degrassi, Now We're Here. And,
Started from Degrassi, now we're here. From the...
And then all of a sudden my very next thought was I just had Casey Jones in my head. So I thought that was thanks for sharing. I don't know. It's also not my favorite.
No, it's not even close.
My
Box
two
Rain's the greatest.
No, my two favorite Grateful Dead songs are Turn On Your Love Light and Wharf Rat. That's my whole spectrum of.
They got so many better songs. That's not even close.
I love Turn On Your Love Light.
That's not even. That's all right.
Songs. No, they're my soul songs. Plus, it's actually a song that Pigpen sang, and I was never like a Grateful Dead fan.
Ripple, Sugar Magnolia, Friend of the Devil.
Yeah, Friend of the Devil is like really high up there for me too. But Turn On Your Love Light is like you can't if you don't fuck with that song, I don't fuck with you. Period.com.
I mean, I'm fine with those songs, but like they're not even.
Age of Coral. Okay, no, continue.
Ray steals milk and bobbleheads. Stop ignoring Gino Bobina. She's way prettier than you. Where's Gino Bobina?
Yeah,
who's ignoring Gino Bobina? No one's ignoring her. I don't know.
Bitch better have my hot sauce. Okay,
yeah. Yes, yes, you're getting hot sauce. But where's Gino Bobina? I know the name. I've seen her in chats before.
I don't see her either. So
yeah, Lorenzo looks like Pedro Pascal. Is he a soccer player?
No, it's like Pedro Pascal, but I think
I get what he's doing. I get
like
yes,
bad word. Yeah.
Again, with the necrophilia jokes and all that. Yes, it's.
We have more something jokes. No.
Yeah, I was gonna get ready to wrap, but what do you got to say, Elise?
That's all I have to say is that somehow I jumped from the fact that you look like that Lorenzo looks like Adam Suzanne to Casey Jones. I don't know how those.
How does he look like Casey Jones? Casey Jones is a fictional character.
He doesn't look like Casey Jones. He looks like Adam Suzanne, but somehow the very next like thought to come to my mind was just having Casey Jones stuck in my head.
Who's Adam Suzanne? Adam Suzanne's a
comic.
Oh, that lived with you? Because I'm like, I just Googled him. He doesn't come up.
He doesn't live with me. He just like as someone that I knew from comedy. And then and for a short time, many years ago.
A long time ago.
Anyway, surprisingly good. I was surprised about it. It made me actually want to know more about Bob Dylan, even though I've been kind of notoriously anti-Bob Dylan most of my life. Why are
you anti-Bob Dylan? Bob Dylan's fucking great.
Because I have like first like
greatest songwriter to ever exist.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's like a great like lyricist, poet. He's not a bad guitar player. So, but like his voice sounds like a dying camel to me, and
that's how good his music is. That you put up with it. You put up with his.
No, that's what a bunch of straight white adolescent males that I grew up with did and they really idolized him. And I was like, listen, guys, like I cannot. Like
he's a genius. I think it's the greatest.
And so because I couldn't get over a lot of those things, I don't think I really understood the genius of Bob Dylan. So it took for like Timothy Chalamet and a bunch of like really good actors.
It took a movie?
Yeah. To tell a story about him like coming like kind of like out of nowhere and he was already Bob Dylan in his mind. Do you know what I'm saying? But then he just like plugs himself into this like.
You're also. I didn't see the movie yet, but
it's
also
really
like.
Good, though. What I'm saying.
I'm not saying it's not. Of course, it's going to be great, but like you could watch The Doors, and there's no way. Like I watched the movie The Doors, and I liked that movie when I was a kid, but there's no way Jim Morrison was the Jim Morrison in The Doors. He's just like running around. Everything he's saying is like something fucking prolific and like blah blah blah, and he's like smashing cars. It's like even the Doors bandmates, even the Doors were like, that was the real Jim Morrison. We wouldn't have fucking hung out with him. We would have been the band never would have existed. That wasn't the guy.
But the other thing is that it also Ray Manzarek could really hold shit together. That's a testament to how much Ray Manzarek really holds shit down, not just musically, but like operationally. Okay, because I think Jim Morrison really was that super duper far out, and also he was also from VA, but no, I
thought he was from Florida. I thought Jim Morrison's from Florida.
No, he may have been born in
I think it's from Florida.
No, he definitely graduated from high school from 4 miles down the road from where I grew up, in Arlington, Virginia, dead ass. he
know who else did? Luigi.
no, he lived in Baltimore. He was from Baltimore.
The lady came from Baltimore.
He came
All
from
she
Baltimore.
wore was lace.
They kept saying that he was from Towson, and I was like, something smells about that. And then I knew what it is, but I don't want to give you guys my political conspiracy.
Yeah, that's
I know we already have too many Nphilias strikes against us in this
A little
episode.
too many.
No, I'm just upset with you for entertaining that. For you to be like, whoa, is this a real thing? It's like, Elise, fucking grow up. You're an adult. You're a fucking adult.
But
is this really going on? Is this a real thing?
So anyway, Jim Morrison always had my attention. Loved him. Loved the Doors. They were like one of my first favorite bands. So it almost took a movie to ruin the Doors for me. Do you understand how Bob Dylan is the inverse of that? Where like Bob Dylan has no steez to me, and it took me a movie and that came out that apparently Bob Dylan had like nothing to do with, other than like, okay, he was like, it's fine if you say all these things, but you have to change the last name of like his first girlfriend and who was an artist and all that kind of stuff. That's the only thing that they changed. But also he would not meet with Timothy Chalamet to do any kind of like character work. Timothy Chalamet does a very impressive job, and he makes Bob Dylan look hot. Okay, that's all I'm also saying. And I
could see ladies being into Bob Dylan.
I couldn't.
He's a fucking genius. He's a good-looking guy. I could see.
I could not see anything attractive about Bob Dylan, old Bob Dylan, young Bob Dylan at all until this movie. And then also the chick who plays Joan Baez is a total smoke show also. So just FYI. Everyone who's
I could see, dude, I could see chicks wanting to like get with Bob Dylan. I could see that. Well, how would you not? Like, he's a fucking rock star. Fucking brilliant.
He wasn't when he started. And what
are you talking about? He was great since the 60s.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying. The story, you enter the story of Bob Dylan in 1961, and it's so much more intriguing of a story than I ever thought it would have been.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's great. It's not good. It's great. It's like brilliant. It's fantastic. It's actually really good. And everyone that they cast in that movie, including the guy who played Johnny Cash in that film, is just like, wow. It's so perfect. It's like really well cast. It's really impressive.
It's a good movie. Age of Quarrel. I want to see the movie. Talk about John Waters' movies more for 3 hours. All right, I get it. I suck. Age of Quarrel.
Age of Quarrel. Show me your feet.
Show us your feet.
Show us your feet.
Reels is a good. Elise, let's meet for drinks in Astoria. Ray's not invited.
Wow, that's rude, but like maybe
she'll meet you at Sunswick.
Only if you find my keys. And Sunswick is not my favorite place to get drinks, and it's not my favorite tacos either. But I like that guy who owns the bar. He's nice.
Yeah, it's a good place. Yeah, Sunswick.
What about that other place? Where's the place? You know, the place the Welsh place that you used to produce a show at.
Oh, Snowdonia. It's you know what? It's weird because it's open sometimes and it's closed sometimes. So I don't get their thing, but they're great. If you're in Astoria, check out Snowdonia. Yeah.
That's what a restaurant typically is. It's open sometimes and it's
but they'll close sometimes when you think they should be open, and you're like, I was gonna come here.
Yeah, I mean, like,
The owners are great. I love the owners.
Businesses usually have like established hours of operation, and they're operating kind of outside of the ones those.
Right.
Yeah, but they're great. Dangler, Ray's word. Elise takes his corpse love serious. Thank you, Dang Lizard.
That's hilarious, actually. Corpse love. Hashtag corpse love.
Ray sells milk and bobbleheads. Hey, Ray, what's for dinner tonight? I have leftover chicken wings. I'm gonna eat chicken wings.
Yum. That sounds fantastic. Lorenzo, are you in on that, right?
No, I'm thinking peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
Ooh.
Elise, Gina is better than you. Hang up, go up. Gina Bobina has never been on this show.
Ray, until you stop stealing milk and Bible heads, I cannot take you seriously.
Ray steals milk and bobbleheads. Yeah, thank you, buddy. All right, I think we Gina Bobina was like a A
person
lady.
in the audience in the
Yeah.
in the
I don't see her. I don't know
in
if
the
she
shul
blocked
no
me.
in the shuli what do we call that?
I guess maybe she is. I don't know.
Network. Yeah, yeah.
She used to be around, and now I don't see her anymore. So, all right, we did it. And all right, what do you want to plug before we roll? And I'll be in Astoria. I'll be back in New York in March. Got a bunch of shows.
I might have some shows in March, but I have more DJ gigs in March. So just follow me at Elise Adamkara, DJ Jouet, and Discount Disco. And if you're into the astrology, follow me at Adamkara Astrology on all the things.
All right, and where can people find you, Lorenzo?
Find me to do a podcast daily called That's All Funny. You can find anywhere podcasts available. Just search That's All Funny. I do a podcast called That's All Kayfabe on Mondays. That's wrestling with my buddy Gabe, and another show with the wonderful Mint Salad called Tits and Areolas with Mint Salad, where we talk about movies and play games on Tuesday. So
What's a game you play?
We'll just make up some random game, like a trivia game or something.
Leftover chicken wings is code for IAD victims. Thank you, Dang Lizard. So yeah, man, that's what do you play? What system do you play online?
No, we'll just come up with like a trivia game or something that relates to the movie we watched.
What's the last movie you watched?
Star is Born.
New
great movie, man.
The newer one.
That's what Lady Gaga.
Yeah, the 2018 one.
Yeah, it's like weird. It's like, oh, you discovered a star, Lady Gaga. Yeah, she could sing. She's pretty fucking good. It's like, yeah, way to go out on a limb.
I have like
Deep
two
in
more
the
movies.
shallow snap. Yeah, it's fucking. She's fucking great.
I'm kind of lukewarm on Bradley Cooper before I give my final. I mean, he's actually a good actor, but like, I'm not like totally sold on him as a human being. But I would like to try his cheesesteaks first before I make my final decision. So,
all right. Well, you got hot sauce coming. I'm gonna give you.
I am so excited. I am like not even joking.
But I want my hot sauce back.
I want your hot sauce. I'm gonna push hard for this effing hot sauce. I'm not even joking. I need this hot sauce made again, and I need like a lot more of it. I'm not even joking. You think I'm joking? I'm very particular. You think I'm particular about the people that I have sex with? Just wait until you find out how particular I am about my hot sauce, kid. All right.
Dumb purple shirt is smart, Ray. Ray is smart. Gina's a goddess. She owns Elise. All right. Apparently, you're going to fight this Gina for being.
Oh my gosh. I'm about to own Ray Steals Milk and Bobbleheads. And by that, I mean, he's getting stepped on so I can make millions of dollars in feed pics and give him nothing. Right. I'm excited.
I love everybody. You guys are awesome. Thank you, guys. Thanks, Elise. Thanks Lorenzo.
Ray. Thanks, Lorenzo. Good to see you.
Yeah, same here. Same to y'all.
All right. I love everyone. That's
I'm going to check out your podcast, especially the movie one.
Patreon.com/Ray DeVito. Get a membership. Hit like, hit subscribe. All right. That's it. We're out of here. Peace, punks.
Peace.